Okay, cool. Go. Hope that bitch not too loud. Yo, what's good, bro? Solid on this end. How you living? How you living? Shit, nigga AC out over here, so a little toasty, but it's cool. We make do. Ball up top. Nothing we ain't been through before over here. No, real shit though. I just seen the notice went out earlier today for DreamCon saying that like press badges, vendor badges, panelists, all that shit is like open to like submit for now. So you for sure should get you a head start on that. I got a little plug on the inside that can push our shit through a little bit quicker than everybody else. So as soon as you get your shit pushed, submitted, I can pass your name through the line as well. Get that shit back even quicker. Most deaf. Yeah. Say that again. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Bro said also you get four free badges as well when you like get cleared to come through with those. So yeah, pretty solid, pretty solid. Um, so yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Unfortunately, I missed a lot of the dope talk y'all was having last Thursday. So even though this is primarily just a general anime discussion for Wednesdays, in case anybody's confused, we are going to be transitioning over to Wednesdays from now on for the just venting uh general anime topics. But to start off, I gotta get my piece off for the last chapter of One Piece. Got to, because I know I know I know I know my guy Goo is gonna want to hear my retort for a few things. Um, so first thing I want to say is I feel like you already know this. I had this much more prepared last week, but it's cool. I know I can get most of it off the top. First thing I want to say is great chapter for sure. I love the chapter. Love the chapter. Um, but off of what I've seen, Usopp on Fire Watch more than ever before right now. You're right. I've been noticing that too. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. For sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I think. No, yeah, we can definitely be fair. I think what has me so gun ho on it right now is we haven't even like officially just landed on Elbath yet exactly, but I'm damn near considering this last chapter the start of the Elbath arc to me. Even if Oda doesn't like call it that, and we still like just on the way transitioning, I'm looking at that last chapter as the official start to Elbath. And as that being the official start to Elbath in my head canon, to me personally,
It's a good trip.
I feel like Usopp's on the clock like never before, even more intensified because from what I seen last chapter, it looked like it's another nigga living out his dream more emphatically than he is right now. Let me explain. Now I might mispronounce bro's name because I'm terrible with names, but I feel like people would definitely catch my drift. From the start of the show, the whole premise of Usopp's character, his goal, his intentions in life, why he set out to sea, he wants to be a brave warrior of the sea, brave pirate, right? To me, to start off this new arc, I feel like Bartolu or Bartot, he's emphasizing that goal. Say it again. How you say it? Bartol?
It's Bartolomeo, but it's
Facts.
Bartol.
I feel like he's living Usopp's dream more emphatically than Usopp is right now. Watching the interaction that he had with Shanks in those few panels was some of the bravest shit I've ever seen from him. And when I watch when I
He's a different type of pirate, though.
he is a different type of pirate, 1,000%. But if we're going off of what Usopp's goal was that was stated, that's kind of like what I would want Usopp to do. Like I would want Usopp to like not even think about it. Like I'd never do anything to harm my captain. I'd never defame his name. You want me to kill myself to make sure he like goes on and achieves his dream? No question. I got you. That's my guy. What he did in Wano, denouncing his piracy, denouncing him ever like achieving the One Piece, that that is still gonna be like a stick in the mud, a stick in my craw until he does something to replace that. That was blasphemous, honestly. For that,
That's not even the word.
you know,
To me, that's not as big as you.
oh, that's a
Because
huge
you,
deal. I,
because
I
you
feel
need
like that
to.
was underwear. I feel like we gave him a pass for that because it happened and then
Okay,
people said something, then
okay.
we let it go. But I
Okay,
don't think that should have went.
okay. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna start you with even more, with an even more interesting point. Shout outs to Reed from the Straw Hat Podcast because he pointed this out to me, and I think this is way deeper and way more. And it's just the whole lying thing, period, with Usopp. Because it's not even about him denouncing the thing. It's just lying, period. And that's what's really face the truth. That's what he said, face the truth shit. That's the whole point of him ringing the bell, like or running, not ringing the bell, running through the town. The pirates coming, the pirates coming, the pirates coming. Because he's lying to himself, telling himself that one day my dad will come home.
Mm-hmm.
Never came. Never came.
Right.
Mom died. Never came.
Right.
You get me? He's always lying to himself about certain things. When he's lying to himself, even the way he tricked Corona, it was dope to see it. But he was lying to himself the whole time.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He's just lying. All he's doing is lying. He has to chill with the lying. He was stressed out. Shout out to Reed again from the Stride Podcast because he pointed this out to me. He said the biggest thing that it was Usopp, because I brought what you said up to me, I brought it up to him. And I said that's the point that people like shit on. He was like, he was like, yo, I actually agree with you. But let me hit you with something that he did that was even crazier. I said, what it is? Talk to me. Otama dad Yasui was laying there in the streets of Wano, dying, pretty much dead. And Otama had got this toad oil from somebody and was told that, like, I guess she got it from Usopp, and it was told that, Usopp lied with the toad oil because he was a smuggler. He's not a smuggler. He was like he's a con artist. He was selling fake stuff in Wano to get, make ends.
Right.
Told her if you put the toad oil on, it'll pretty much do like the Hinata thing, like how Hinata did it with Naruto, but it was Naruto's genes that really healed him. And it wasn't really the ointment. But she thought it was really gonna heal her dad. And she's putting it, she's like, Daddy, don't, but like, it's okay, I got this toad oil and I'm gonna heal. And Usopp broke out in tears crying, like, yo, that was actually very deep. And this line, that's what, like, to me, that's a real hit at the character for me. Cause it's like, it got to a point where your lives have gotten this bad to where you're seeing it play out in real death now. You never seen that before. Now your lie is being played out in a death. You have to stop lying eventually. You do have to stop lying. It has to come to an end. If you don't stop lying, or at least make this stuff work, make it work to like how it did for the corona thing, if you don't at least start emphasizing on how you can make it work for you in one of these ways, like become the trickster that could out trick even someone like Loki. If that something like that happens along the lines of Elbaf or whatever the case may be, it has to work for you. It can't be something that works against your character how it's doing right now. It has to be a combination of a redemption at that moment, or if not even like a redemption, just something wholesome like that relates kind of. If you've seen Stampede, he had that moment when he was kind of like he saved Usopp. He said it was him and Luffy at that last moment. He held up the thing and he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna let my captain die." And he was holding up the thing, and it was a real brave moment for him. It looked real good in the movie. So I've always been hoping. I thought we were gonna get implications from that because normally the movie implications play out in the anime canonically. We haven't gotten that yet, but I do think it's coming, and I think it's gonna be Elbaf. I think everything for Usopp is for Elbaf. It's not like Egghead. We knew Frankie wanted to meet Dr. Big, but he never said, "Oh, I can't wait till we get to Egghead Island." Like he never said nothing like that. We've gotten that from Usopp, so it's hitting harder in character. So we know Usopp's still even yelling at Nami right now. Have you learned nothing from Little Garden? It's still in it. He's still the giant. That stuff he learned is still in it. So we gotta see it play out some type of way. If we don't, I don't know what Oda's doing with Usopp's character, but it'll be interesting to see for them. That's what I was saying. But I thought that was a more deeper line of hitting Usopp's character. That's a little girl crying because her father just got riddled with bullets. And she over there talking about some toll that you gave her. That's kind of. I felt like that's a more wholesome deficit of character.
You said the toad oil, it healed her father or it didn't heal her father?
It didn't. It was Usopp sold it to her.
Yeah.
Usopp was selling toad oil in Wano as a con artist. Yeah. And he ended up selling. I don't know if he sold it to the little girl or gave it to the little girl. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, she thought it was real, and while her father was laying there dying on national television for not international, but national television with the Den Mushi for everybody in Wano to see. He just got riddled with bullets by Orochi and the men. Mm-hmm. And she over there talking about, "Daddy, it's gonna be okay. I got this toad oil that you gave her. He's dead." Mm-hmm. She has no father now. Toad oil. Right. The Nami moment was something harsh, but it's cool. If Nami would have listened to him, all the more worse for Nami's character. But I'd expect that. I expect somebody that, like Usopp, who's always lying, to say something like that. So I'm glad that she did that and stood on business. That's supposed to teach him some shit. Going forward to this Elbaf shit. He's supposed to, I want to see a flashback I want to see Usopp have a flashback of Nami standing on business about Luffy's dreams. So now he knows, because to me, he's the one I always looked at as the character that, like, you know, I wouldn't say he's on Frog Watch. I want to see more from him in character. But I do think the moments that we're looking for Usopp are the wrong moments. We're looking for the feats and the battle feats. I don't even want all that. I just want the being able to stand up and just stand on something type feat. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
With those,
like, it's Brook that I want the battle feats from, because Brook is not of the weak trio. Brook's of that mid-tier trio, so I expect more from him. He's not doing that. With Usopp, he's of the weak trio. So Oda said no matter what we do, Usopp gonna be the weakest. So why am I to sit here and expect him to do the most extravagant shit?
Wouldn't.
I want the character elements.
So would you say those character elements that you're looking for from Usopp, would you say that Brook actually delivers those feats? Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But battle-wise, for me, Usopp hasn't been able to stand up to someone like a Big Mom or nothing like that. I definitely get that. I don't like to count that because Brook got no diff. And I don't want to count that against Brook because he did that to complete the mission. So it's like a bunch of plot things that play into it. If I'm being fair, this is me on no slander. This is me actually breaking the story down, dissecting. When I look at Usopp, he actually was able to stand. Like Usopp actually had, even though people don't like to count it, as a battle against his captain, he showed competence. Still, we know how they're going to end.
That was a great fight. That's a feat to me.
Usopp to me had since post time skip. I've always wanted to see, hey, I want him to give me a battle feat 1v1 with somebody, but I don't really expect that from him because he's the weakling trio and we're not getting nowhere with it. That Oda already told us that. Unless it's like Usopp get Yonko level, because then that tells me everybody else gonna be crazy. And I'm not trying to do that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just being honest about it.
Okay. So I'm gonna read these comments and then I'm gonna say something. First comment. Bro said Robin's baby daddy. Robin's baby daddy says when Usopp said all that shit in Wano, he was lying. I agree. I definitely concur with you that he was lying.
Yeah, he said that when I started talking about the lion thing.
Okay. He said
the better moment is the moment when he came back for the Tontanas. I was talking about the moment to go against his character. The moments for his character now, yes, that's the best moment for him, the Tontanas, because people say all the time, like, he ran away. I was like, yeah, you got to think about this. That man forgot about Robin everything. They turned Robin into a toy. He literally forgot about her and still had to come back and accomplish something. He ran away from the situation and still had to come back. And that was right when it flashed away and Luffy was like, he was telling this toy soldier, he was telling Kiros, he was like, yo, don't worry, my crew got this. Just believe in them. They got this. Hang on. Because they were trying to ambush Doflamingo and all that.
All right.
But yeah.
So I understand Usopp was lying. I think my gripe my gripe is, would you consider Usopp the least bravest of the crew?
Yeah.
That's the issue. And when I say that, when I say that's an issue, I'm not saying I expect Usopp to be like top 5 bravest or top 5 strongest or anything like that. But there's a crewmate who's like 12 years old. Chopper shouldn't have more backbone. Maybe backbone's not the right word. For someone whose main goal in life, sole purpose in life.
I might have jumped the gun saying that he's the least bravest though. I'm really trying to emphasize and look at brave moments that Usopp is courageous and does say what he gotta say and do what he gotta do. Because he does have these moments. Like, he walked back into the Frankie house.
Right.
He did that.
But every moment you can think of,
he stood up to his captain.
He did.
Then even to add off that, he stands up to the crew about the narrative, period. And then stood up to his captain about the overall issue. So I gotta count both factors. Well, like I said, they walked back into the Frankie house. It's just going over points. Being able to, the Corona thing, being able to understand what even is happening here. That's even a feat itself. So I gotta get that one. Even going, I don't want to see, because then if I talk brave, I gotta count every moment that does go to being brave. Because he had moments when he was supposed to run and he stood there and did standing there and fighting orders, whether you got your crew with you or not. You know what I'm saying?
He's definitely had his highlights. I think my main issue is
you see post-time skip, he just doesn't have his moment. Because post-time skip, everyone's like having a moment. He hasn't had his moment.
Right.
He had his moment of, I think he still had his moment of being, I do think there's bravery. It's weird. I think this might be a backward thought. But, because what's his name? There's a sense of bravery that could drive you to stupidity, and Usopp's not there yet. And, like, it could drive you to, you could die being brave. That's one of the whole theories about, will he die being a brave warrior at sea? That's why I keep telling people you gotta wait for his moment. Same thing when you talk about Smoker. Some people's downfalls gotta be so crazy that the come up gotta hit in a moment where it's like undeniable to no matter who's watching.
That's facts. That's
It
facts.
gotta hit like that. So when we see people like Smoker, we see people like Usopp, these people that's got even Lucci. Lucci came back, he had something he had to prove. His cover story was lit. People don't pay attention to his cover story, so it's good that Oda bring these characters back to show you that these characters are capable still. Croco, and you know what I mean? People still sit here and say Croco gets defeated by no geared Luffy. Like, why are we even saying
Plot.
that? Why would we? It's not even just plot. The author himself said, "I introduced this man too early.
Facts.
I cut his bounty in half." Like, when I was thinking of stuff like that, that tells me so everything we saw is he just retconned it. That's how I look at it. Because you're telling me he was supposed to be stronger. He is stronger, and you're not. You didn't have him at his full potential, and you're gonna bring him back. Like, that's why the Marineford showing of Crocodile is so important. People don't like to scale Marineford, but because they start thinking, oh, Crocodile could do this, I don't think he can do it. He loses to a no gear Luffy. Yeah, man, but Oda already told us the guy, him and Adele were brought in too early. He cut the man's bounty in half. Why are we still using that as an argument against him? Even when Luffy went to fight Crocodile in Marineford off GP, he had to wet his body in water and then go gear 2 just to interact with the man. He no gear Luffy. He went gear 2 immediately and put the amp on his body for the water in order to the Durneck for his water to get past Croco. So what are we talking about? Luffy gives him his respect off GP. Right. Luffy didn't want to take him out the cuffs off rip. Luffy questioned it. Talking about people that beat him before. You want to talk about people that gave Luffy a hard time. Before there was a Kaido, the only man that did what he did was a Crocodile. Literally beat this man twice. He had to come back for the third time. You know what I'm saying? It took this man rounds. He had to come back rounds to defeat him. But I don't want to go for a rant on that. I think that's enough rant. That's it is.
I feel you. My biggest thing is like you said earlier.
He gotta get his character art. He never get it.
He does. Because this is the thing. When Kuma separated everybody, why did he send Nami to that cloud island?
No, that's not a character arc. That's you can say it's a character arc. We don't get to see everything. It's a time skip. So that's just prep time.
This is. I'm just asking you a question to get to a different monologue. In your perception, why did Kuma send Nami to the cloud island?
Because he went to the thing. I guess he probably thought she would be good at weather. It's still a big question why Kuma would be good. So I can't really answer that question for long.
Why do you think he sent Zoro? Why do you think he sent Zoro to Mihawk?
Exactly. I don't. World's strongest swimmer. Let me send him here. I don't know if he really thought he was gonna get trained. I don't know what type of. I don't know. I think Kuma was really just moving off of luck and the winds of fate type shit.
Really? Okay. Because me personally, I feel like all of it was calculated, and I think he sent all of those people there with a purpose. I think he sent. Go ahead.
See, I'm not mad at
that. I think he sent.
That's like highly theoretical, but I am a theorist guy, so I'm not mad at that.
I think I would have lost faith in that theory if we didn't get more of the backstory on Kuma like we did in Egghead, and when he pulled up on Luffy at an earlier stage, and then we just learned more about him in his past. But I think he sent Zoro to Mihawk to get him stronger, to train with the world's greatest swordsman. Whether Mihawk would do it or not, I think he knew Zoro would get stronger being in that facility. I think he sent Nami to that island to become a better navigator in a sense. And I think those old men in a sense made her a better navigator. They taught her the winds in a sense. For sure. I think Chopper was made into a better doctor by being able to, learn about these minerals and different vegetations on the planet, whatever. I think Sanji was sent to get stronger and work on some of his weaknesses. I don't know if he worked on the weaknesses that Kuma wanted, but I know he went there and he got stronger. We can go down the list. Robin, I feel like Robin was specifically there to talk to the Revolutionary Army because she's
Yeah,
the
I think she was definitely plotted out there.
exactly. I think Usopp was sent there to that island alone, literally for his sole purpose of the show. I think he was sent there to become a brave warrior. He sent him to an island with a bunch of big bugs, big animals, big whatever. I don't think he sent him there to get all these vegetations to add to his repertoire for his bow and arrow. I mean his slingshot. I don't think he sent there to be a better sniper. I think he sent him there to be braver.
If you're gonna argue that point, then I think it's better to say the guy that he was sent there with was the guy that literally he was emulating when he was being Sogu King or Sniper King. If you notice the character design of the guy,
that's true.
He kind of had that whole superhero thing going for him.
That's very true.
Kuma actually met that guy. So we could kind of say that Kuma met him and then just went off the bounty poster seeing how it looked and was like, okay, if that's him, I'm going to send him here because he already fits a build of someone that I know and literally is like a hero. So if he's Sogu King, Sniper King, whatever, and he's going off.
Did Kuma know Usopp was Sniper King?
Yeah. I would definitely say so, because the bounty posters. If we have people like Bartolomeo looking at the bounty poster and being able to match the long nose to the one straw hat with the long nose, then intelligent people can definitely do that.
Okay,
that's what
fair enough. Off of when I first watched it.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying, off of when I first watched it, literally the guy that was training Usopp, I felt was the perfect embodiment of who Usopp wanted to be in the future. A brave warrior.
He was like a hero. Yeah,
exactly.
Doing all that.
Exactly.
If you're gonna, go for that. If you're gonna argue that point, use that line.
For sure. So how I'm looking at everything post time skip, everyone achieved their, I don't want to say goal, but like what Usopp wanted them, what Kuma wanted them to like break through, they all did that, but I'll say Usopp and probably Brook, only because Brook didn't train. But Usopp was sent there for a specific reason, and I feel like that reason wasn't achieved. Now, post time skip, when they first introduced the characters, I honestly had a glimpse of thinking, oh, okay, damn, this is a different Usopp, because he walked in the bar a certain way. He was toned up. He seemed more confident. Now it wasn't, but I'm just going off the first 30 seconds when they all walked in the bar, and it was like, damn, Usopp, that's you? And he was like, yeah, it's me, what's up?
Yeah, but you gotta remember, he a capper, so I already knew that was cap.
Fair. But this is the thing. We over 1,000 episodes in. You haven't really moved any closer to that. You're
that's
like,
old as fuck. But that's old. At that point, you don't blame the character. You blame if you have a true problem with it, you blame who's penning it. You really do. Unless you're underweight, you have to wait to understand the story. So it's okay for you to have him on, I don't say fraud watch.
What do you say, the clock? Yeah, he's on the clock.
Because he's not really, he ain't a fraud. He got to achieving the dream is what it is. You're not going to say he's a fraud. Because even if he achieves the dream in death, then you're going to look like shit. You're going to eat shit. You haven't said that in the past. So he's just on the clock. And he's on the clock because he hasn't had his character and we need to see him. Frankie didn't get a character moment Egghead, but Frankie got highlights. You know what I'm saying? Same thing we need right now. Any one of those straw hats could have gotten one shot on the right side. Frankie got it though. Frankie talking. All right,
I'm not gonna lie. It's like the 8th time we brought this up. We have got to stop magnifying this feat with Vice Admirals. Cause you, me, and the third person was on the stream, and we all said Vice Admirals have no stature in this.
Coach, I have no problem with how you view the Vice Admirals. Listen, I was just on Discord maybe 3 days ago, and I was arguing with some guys, and my boy having a debate, and we're talking scaling other characters towards Big Mom. And at the end of the day, you could call her the weakest Yonko. You could say she ain't shit, because that's all the stuff he was saying.
You said who the weakest Yonko?
He said Big Mom.
Okay.
You could feel however you want to feel about it, but when you're debating, you have to actually scale the character towards what they have scaling for. And she's a Yonko. Not everybody out here part of guys. So you can't run from it. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying to you? So no matter what it is, Vice Admirals are still people that are trained in hockey, observation, and armament, and they are substantial people for the Navy World Government. And they're going to play a role in the future. We just have to wait. The people that we want to show for Vice Admirals are not the ones Oda is highlighting. But the title of Vice Admiral is still one to be highlighted. So yes, we feel that way. I agree with you. Vice Admirals ain't shit.
Why should it be highlighted if we all agree Vice Admirals aren't shit?
Because you're gonna have characters like Smoker, who right now currently is being on a comeback and is a Vice Admiral. People like
But when
Drake,
he truly gets highlighted, he's gonna go ahead.
Because like Drake, Kobe, Russ, people that three characters that are just showing emphasis on that all legit are accomplishing their goals. They might even, like I said before the end of the series, where they become Admiral, they might do all of this good shit as Vice Admirals, bro. That's the whole point of having the rank there. Oda still hasn't shown us a real competent Vice Admiral. He's beginning to show one in Dahl. This is why I can't just kick the Vice Admiral agenda aside, because Dahl to me is still a worthy Vice Admiral. She's the only Vice Admiral that had a competent showing. No other Vice Admiral was really shown to put damage on people in Egghead like that. Not even Giants. Dahl is legit whooping Giants' ass and having them clown on the ship. They on the ship sailing back to Elbaf and one Giant drinking, clowning the other dude for getting knocked off by a Vice Admiral. That's a feat for that Vice Admiral, because Vice Admirals more than don't get shit. You get what I'm saying to you? Like, that's legit a feat. We got Shanks level hockey. A lot of Vice Admirals passed out. All of them. Momonga, he's a Vice Admiral. He didn't pass out. He just took a knee. As slight as it may seem, it's still a feat. And in One Piece, I don't overlook anything. I like to slander and have my jokes, talk my shit, for sure. But when we looking at the story, you gotta break down everything in One Piece. It's that serious. I ain't gonna hold you.
Robin's baby daddy said we don't all agree they ain't shit. That's the problem.
But yeah, he's basically explaining the point that I just pretty much made out. This I talked to him about this. There's certain Vice Admirals he's expecting stuff from as well, because we literally get these characters. There's a rank before Admiral. They don't just make you an Admiral. They did a war draft. They had Admiral candidates. All these Admiral candidates and Admirals that they had, Vice Admirals that they have, are the older generation characters. People like Smoker, it's his time. He actually witnessed the same thing people got. Listen, if you could watch One Piece and you start thinking, okay, so let me ask you a question. Who do you feel like, who else is going to join the CrossGate?
Honestly, I haven't thought about it. I didn't think anybody else would be joining. They already kind of got some heavy hitters there. I feel like anybody else would kind of like disrupt the flow.
Okay, let's be real, Coach. Let's be realistic. So you think nobody else is going to join the CrossGate?
Like Buggy's crew?
That's what you just said. You think no one else is going to join going forward in this final saga, Great War that we've seen. You think no one else is joining the CrossGate with all they got going on right now? Just be open-minded.
So I feel like we had this conversation before. The only person that I thought could fit the criteria would be Dofi. But you and I both agreed his personality wouldn't mix with them, so he would most likely just do his own thing. But
I told you Dofi could do his own thing, but I still agree Dofi could. I personally have my theory is all 5 warlords that witness Roger's execution, they're going to join the CrossGate. That's my theory. I think all 5 of them. Oda just dropped a panel of a sketch that he did with Corona in the CrossGate. Moria, just in the chapter we just read, like I told you, Kobe would free Moria because Kobe's a righteous guy. If Corona cut a deal with Kobe, Kobe's going to follow through because that's his character. And that's what he did. He freed Moria. So
right.
Oda's dropping sketches of Corona being with the Cross Guild, because we know what the relation is there with Mihawk. Just looking at context and making connections. Where does he think Moria's going now that he's escaped? So maybe he might not go directly there the next time we see him. But Oda's going to start putting little droplets of buildup for that to come into play. That's what I thoroughly believe. So that's why I said, like, there's too much going on right now to not, I don't know, like One Piece, that's why I said everything is important when looking at the story of One Piece. You can't overlook anything. Agendas are always fun to have. When you really if you're really going to critique this, you got to really look at every little thing he put in front of you. That's why I'm so open-minded to hear people out. I can hear you out 1,000 times, but goes against what I've been learned, the philosophy of what I've been told about this story. And I witnessed myself. I can't agree. The rank of Vice Admiral will be significant. They are making an era for the new age of young people. Luffy had to become a Yonko before actually doing the real shit he needed to do. Oda didn't just have him shoot. He was 5th Yonko. Oda didn't just have him shoot past all 4 Yonko and become a pirate. He became one of them, a great pirate. He had to do that first. He had to prove it to everybody. Now you're actually in the race. Oda didn't just make him stand out. He made him part of it. He became part of that system because the system is that important to the story. That's why when I look at the titles like World's Strongest Swordsman, we can't just put people above Mihawk just because we feel like that's the truth. No.
People do that?
Titles are all the time. And people
They put like swordsman above him?
I don't think it matters. If you're willing, if you like, because that technical, if you're, well, it matters of course. I'm talking about swordsman, but that's what I'm talking about. World's Strongest Swordsman. People see Venus Juro. What's good, Gooba? Oh yes, we got some comments to read too. What's good, Flutter?
Yeah,
Flutter.
Yeah, he's got a few. The first one I seen, bro, said X Drake is a rear admiral, not a vice admiral, and Frankie. Oh, you're not gonna say Frankie beats him.
Frankie's a rear admiral. He's not a vice admiral, but I think he's gonna get to the rank of vice. I think not Frankie.
Drake.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're not going to say Frankie beats. Exactly. That's what I said. Some vice admirals just aren't competent. We haven't seen the competent ones. Doll is on the younger side, and we've seen connection with her and Saul and her and Kizaru. I definitely think she's going to play a role going forward and be a competent vice admiral. I think there's a reason Oda even had her as a kid by someone like Bonnie. Like, it's all for a reason Oda does these things. Because watch this. Oda told Tama until she could defend herself, she can't join his crew. Because people don't like that Luffy. People saying they don't want a kid on the crew. Luffy told a kid he offered a kid a chance to be on the crew and filler way back anyway. So that's already debunkable. On top of that, Chopper's a kid on his crew. People forget that he's still a kid. Luffy himself is a kid. Well, he's 19 now, but
yeah, I feel you.
But Luffy himself, he's in the mind work of a kid.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at Bonnie literally is able to tag vice admirals. She's perfectly capable of defending herself.
For sure.
Luffy's predecessors had kids on the crew. Uto was a part of Shanks' crew. Shanks and Buggy were a part of Roger's crew. Kids on the crew is not an unfamiliar thing to the story of One Piece. And I could definitely see Luffy getting an apprentice, so I wouldn't be mad at that became Bonnie. But I wasn't trying to argue. I was just saying the whole Vice Admiral point. There is ethics still with the Vice Admiral.
Which one is Uta? Her name sounds familiar.
Uta's feeling red.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad at a lot of that.
Kobe will most likely enter the final war as Vice Admiral. Exactly. And if an admiral position opens up, the one who would most likely take it would be Smoker. Yeah. I think all this shit will open up come end of series. I got Fuji being Fleet Admiral. I think right now, if they go with 3 admirals, it might be Smoker, Kobe, either Drake or Russ, one of the 2. But I don't know how I'm feeling about it just yet because they highlight him a lot on Russ.
Where's Green Bull at?
I don't know. I think he's gonna get taken. I think Croco takes him, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think Croco takes him. I've been saying this for a while now. I think Croco takes him. I mean it. I think Crocodile takes him. His fruit is literally Green Bull gives life and plant and all that. But you look at the death of a lot of forests die because of not a lot of forests, but there's been a few forests in history. If you look that up, or whatever the case may be, where forests die from what Crocodile does, and that's what they become. They become wastelands, deserts, and all that other shit. So I think Crocodile withers that shit away. I think their abilities perfectly counter each other. It's an extreme diff fight regardless. And Crocodile's the only Logia we see that get buffs in the story just for being a Logia. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's not nothing new. I've been on that way. Been told you that. We got a whole video already we put out about it.
No, I remember we had that conversation prior. What is Kobe's status right now? What's his title?
He's a captain. He's low ranking. He's what Smoker was when we got introduced to Smoker. Kobe
Gotcha.
will be the youngest admiral in history to do what he's doing. Period. Because not even Kuzan, if you look at the Battleship Bag chapter, sorry, the sound scale, but not even Kuzan was making the sound effects that Garp was able to make at the age Kobe made it. Kuzan had to get up there and training. So if you look at the panels, Kuzan had to literally the first couple panels, the sound effect was thud. Then it goes up to gunk. Then it goes up to like thumper, something like that. And then it goes to Dawn, whatever, like the big one. No, it was Doom. Doom is the last one. But the only one that made Kuzan didn't start making that until he like right before he made right when he made it is right when they showed he became an app. And that's when he started showing Garp on at the same level basically. Kobe did that Battleship Bags training at night by himself.
All right.
Problem is it's not a consistent feat. So Kobe has to work on consistency now. In my eyes.
I'm not mad at it.
Blue Cross members, Dolphy, Weevil, Moria, Boa goes with the Revs. I don't know how I feel about that. I think Boa looking for Loof. I ain't gonna hold you. She trying to sail with the king. Her ship gonna be right behind his. She's just following anyone's seat. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't see Boa going over there. I'm iffy on the Weevil thing. I don't know. I don't. I'm still waiting on his like place in the story more so. I need more information. But I could see the Moria edition. I could see that. I could see
Yeah,
that.
definitely got Moria joining up.
But
I can see Weevil in place of Dolphy. Like if Dolphy wasn't to join, like Dolphy's the only one I can see from the. Because they already got Mihawk, Buggy, Crocodile, 3 warlords from the actual execution that were there at Roger's execution. All they would need now is Dolphy and Moria. If Dolphy doesn't join, I think they could get Weevil. And then you gotta have Dolphy do something else and find his own way. Because I do think, strangely enough, Dolphy may still have a good place in the world even after all this shit is said and done.
I don't know. What is Revel's what are Revel's goals? What are his ambitions? What is his?
You don't have any goals and ambitions.
That's what I'm saying. All I know about him is his
He
mom.
just needs redirection. But that's easy. Oda could do anything he wants with a character like that. He could literally have him take any line, any course of action, as long as it it'll make sense for piracy, and we'd have to be fine with it, given that he takes care of it and he does it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset. I mean, he's already introduced him as a strong character. I just want to see like more motivation aside from his mother.
Yo,
What's good, bro?
what's up with you, man?
What's your thoughts so far?
Been hearing what y'all been saying. I think the thing with Weevil, I think we have to open up the acceptance of, a lot of some people's goal in the story now is not gonna. It's not gonna hold. We can't expect everyone's goal or aspirations to hold the same weight as a Straw Hat goal and aspirations. You feel me?
For sure.
Because for all intent and purposes, Yamato is about to make the merit of being a Straw Hat just because she wants to explore. Like that's a goal of hers to do what Odin did. And to me, that's not a strong enough goal. It's not heavy enough to be a Straw Hat to me. But I mean, for all intent and purposes, her dream is her dream and shit. So it is what it is. But with that being said, I don't think Weevil needs some type of overarching like great ass goal or ambition. Just him finding out the truth of the situation about him, Whitebeard being his father or not, the bitch that he's with being his mother or not. Just him getting some truth out of that. You know what I'm saying? Would be nice.
Do you think that goal was legitimate enough for Odin to join the Whitebeard Pirates?
Yes and no, but then again, like he forced his way onto the ship. So it's not like they took him on there just because of that. And he literally, he actually had a use on Roger's ship. You know what I'm saying? With, I guess you could say, a purpose, continue to travel and explore, because that's all Roger was on and shit. But, like, the Whitebeard shit, like, bro forced himself on there. Whitebeard didn't agree to, like, you just want to go see outside, nigga. You do that shit on your own time. You feel me? So,
for sure.
That's what that was. So I think it could just be simplified into, like, just him get the truth getting exposed, finding out the truth, fighting for his father's dying will instead of fighting against it. Some type of change in that aspect type shit. I'm hoping Green Bull did the, extract nutrients out of Weevil, so he comes back looking like a young Whitebeard, like a young Prime Beard, instead of the big weird version we got. You know what I mean? As far as the Marine thing goes, I definitely understand your take on the Vice Admirals. They haven't had good showcasings and shit like that. But I feel like that's like, how do I put this now? You're not gonna scale every supernova based on you're not gonna scale every supernova based on fucking Hawkins or a pool. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like in that aspect, we gotta understand, like, yeah, there's the title, and then there's who's currently holding the title. You know what I'm saying? Like, the person holding the title could be trash. That doesn't mean that the title itself doesn't merit some act of respect. Because for all intent and purposes, Garp is a Vice Admiral. You know what I mean? And when he started to actually get into the, like, we don't know around when that offer to Admiral came for him. So we don't know when he actually excelled from a Vice Admiral tier. But, you know what I'm saying, for all intent and purposes, it was Vice Admirals that was fighting Roger back in the day. You know what I'm saying? In Garp, I don't know what Sengoku's rank was, if he was Admiral yet or not. But yeah, I just think it's just something we got to give a little time. Same thing about the Giants. I heard conversations about the Giants a while ago and shit, and it's like, they haven't been that impressive and shit. But that doesn't mean we can't get there. That doesn't mean we can't get to Elbaf and, like, we see Giants that are. It's just like this motherfucker is Zoro. He's just a fucking giant. You know what I'm saying? Like, he moved like that. He's strong like that. Competent like that. All that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
would you agree that based off the last chapter, Bartol is living out Usopp's dream more in depth than he is right now?
Yes and no. I'm gonna lean more so on no, because taking nothing away from what Bartol got going on, Bartol's standing on big business and shit, but at the same time, I've seen. I'll never forget Usopp in Alabasta. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just because he didn't want Chopper to get this shit fucked up, he stood there and was like, "This is what it means, Chopper." You know what I'm saying? Watch this. You know what I'm saying? It's moments like that, and that's why I brought up him coming back for the Tentadas and shit.
Right.
Because mind you, like Kizzy like to bring up, like, he didn't go back for Robin, and when he went back, it was like. It was more so on clearing his name and showing y'all who he really is, so y'all don't believe the cap he's been spewing prior. Because that whole scene was about the Tentadas are calling upon him and calling him a name that he ain't, and the shame from having to leave them while they had this faith in him. And he's hearing them. It's so funny though, low key, because the sound effect for when they get squished. I couldn't even take it seriously upon rewatch, bro. I'm like, ain't no way. But he's hearing all that as he's running. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, he really gets to a point where he's like, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't live with this. And then he turns around and, like, goes to save them. But as he does that, he doesn't bask in the glory of his cap. He, like, bears himself for them all to see, for real. Like, yo, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. Now watch how I do this. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So I think like I said in I think the live stream that they were having the other day on the Straw Hat podcast. Usopp's journey, Luffy is on the journey to becoming the king of the pirates. He's not that yet. Zoro is on the journey of becoming the world's greatest swordsman. He's not that yet. So Usopp is becoming this brave warrior of the sea with all these little instances here and there. We can't just expect him to just next panel, be that.
No, that's very true. I get that. But like with those two characters you just named, Luffy and Zoro, we're also seeing the transition and the feats of them getting closer to that goal damn near every arc. We haven't seen that in a very, very, very long time.
We still see that with Usopp too, though.
We do. I agree. I'm saying it's not as often. It's not as prevalent.
Because that's the thing, though. With Luffy and Zoro have battle feat things, so that's the problem.
I'm like you, because I'm not looking for battle feats.
Luffy and Zoro's goal is when he gets his character arc. He hasn't gotten a character arc, so we're not going to see the moment come until then. We got to give it some time. It's a very serious thing. Luffy and Zoro's goal is very feat oriented. It's also very strength oriented. You can't necessarily do those things without the strength behind it to back it up, because that's a title that's gonna come with you having to defend it. A brave warrior of the sea doesn't just dwell in the realm of strength.
I agree.
It's not the strongest warrior of the sea.
I agree.
It's not even for his skill set. It's not even the best sniper of the sea.
I agree with all of that. I'm not looking for any of those things.
Really,
I'm not looking for any battle feats.
It's more so rooted in a character trait. And I don't, again, it's something that I'm just allowing it to, the natural growth of that to happen and shit. Because, for example, even then, you read the spoilers for the last chapter, I imagine, right? You don't read spoilers.
It's the last chapter or this upcoming chapter?
The one that's about to drop.
Oh, no. I seen it on my TL. I scrolled past it really quick.
I ain't gonna bring up nothing, but when Usopp was hiding behind Nami, calling out attacks to page 1 in Wano, that shit was actually funny, because I know he don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him in Dressrosa stand up and shoot at people that could kill him. I seen this man at the top of Ennie's lobby, you know what I'm saying, running there, covering everyone's six and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I don't want him to ever get into a point where I don't have to hide behind Nami now, so I won't. You know what I'm saying? I would always want it to be I don't have to hide behind Nami, but I will right now. You know what I'm saying? Rather than I have to hide behind her because I can't do anything else type shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's, we have to learn to separate the character trait of what that bravest warrior of the sea thing means. That doesn't mean he's the greatest crash out of the seas either.
For sure.
And I think a lot of people are gonna start expecting him to just be this crash out. That's not what that means. You know what I'm saying? But
so this is where I'm.
I do my last take on it. I believe we all have this definition of it. But because there is no actual bravest warrior of the sea, Usopp is going to be the one who actually creates the definition of what that is in the story for us. So we actually don't have any parameters to even measure that up to as it is right now type shit.
Okay. My thing is, me and Kezi are on the exact same page when it comes to Usopp and the feats we're looking for. I know what Usopp's character is. I know what his role is on the crew. When I say I'm looking for him to show me that bravest warrior of the sea, I'm not looking for battle feats. Usopp doesn't have to show me a 1v1. Usopp doesn't have to one shot a vice captain or vice admiral. I don't care about any of that. What I'm looking for is character development. Just how like we were talking about Brook earlier, and we were saying how Brook doesn't have battle feats, even though he should, since he's not in the weakling trio. But he has like those clutch moments, those clutch feats. I'm looking for more so those from Usopp. I'm looking for what Bart.
He means much more. His feats gotta come at a deeper take.
They do. But peep this. Peep this.
His character, I gotta say, it's gonna come later.
It's yeah, he has got to come later. Peep this. When I see what Bartol did today or last chapter, I'm like, okay, cool. That's kind of the direction I want to see. When I see when I see Chopper, Chopper's feats.
See, that's why I said I don't even cut you off, Coach. But that's what I was saying. The only problem with that is, bro, is that what it took for him to get that moment, it came from stupidity in the first place. You should have never been doing that shit first.
Shouldn't have been doing what? Oh, rolling up on Shanks?
Burning down territories on it. You should have never been doing that first.
Agreed.
So you get your moment back by sacrificing yourself, which I keep saying. You don't get that brave warrior moment from him until he takes on the action of death. It's only because the red hair pirates were being lenient on him that he didn't actually die. He was supposed to die. He didn't die because it wasn't real poison. So he only gets called a brave warrior because of that. So we were really calling him a brave warrior. It came at the cost of death in reality. So, like I said, for Usopp, if he could get that and play to his character moment, because we don't know what if it's the same type of. No one likes the Usopp will die theory, but what if that's it? What if that's it? What if he? I would
rock with that. I think that would be really dope.
And if he gets that moment at the point of death, then everything that we've been saying so long is just dispelled. So it makes no sense to wait for him to get that moment or to see hints towards that moment because he hasn't had nothing deep enough for that moment to happen. The last deep moment we had from him was the moment he had in the last arc, Wano, when he was like, "Oh, okay, bet. My life is worth something. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not going to just throw my life away for the stupid reason." That's why I do believe that theory makes a lot of sense for Usopp because he didn't think that reason was deep enough to throw his life away for. So what if he's doing that for a reason he really deems to be, this is a worthy cause, it's to help my captain, who I didn't want to turn my back on, to achieve his dream. And on top of that, I'd be brave to do this as a brave thing anyways. That can happen. If that happened for him, I would still get it. But you have to wait you can't judge it until the character arc happens with the character. Like I said, we don't do that to Brook because Brook's character is not that significant. That's why we let Brook off. We let Brook off of getting no dick and all types of other bullshit. Usopp, we're not letting him slide because he's part of the core five. So we're like, oh, they're holding him up to this standard. You're right to hold him up to the standard, but wait till he gets his moment first. If he gets his moment and then Oda dropped the ball with the pen on the character, it is what it is. That means he meant for Usopp to always be shit. So then it wouldn't be that. Just like I said, he meant for Oda to always be shit. If Kid really doesn't come back, he meant for Kid to always be shit. That's what that means. But until these things get proven on panel, I can't just, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, just how we were saying earlier, how Luffy and Zoro, their goals or their self-worth, you get that. You say they have like battle feats. That's how you like see the progression. That's the opposite for it.
They have battle work. They're going after titles.
Right. So fighting is something that would go hand in hand with that. I'm not saying that's anywhere near what I'm looking for from Usopp. I think with him, personally, I can compare it more to either Robin or Chopper's their goal. Chopper wants to be the world's greatest doctor. From it's multiple moments where Chopper has shown out dumb progression and showed, hey, he's like that with this shit. Well, we can go to Punk Hazard, how he just healed all those children with the help of Law a little bit, and then we can go to Law.
You giving him feats he don't really got because he ain't healed those kids. Law had to do work, and Law didn't even heal them kids. They still had to go to VP.
Okay, well, let's talk about Wano, how it's just going to jump to next. Wano was probably the biggest feat he's ever had. Wano's probably the biggest medical feat in the history of One Piece, if we keep it in a brick.
But he still loses in Wano because he didn't hear the smile thing. You might still got to go to VP for that, too. That's the problem with Chopper still got work.
Wait. You say he loses in Wano because what?
he couldn't cure the smile shit. He cured all these other diseases. That's great, but was Chopper able to do anything with the smile shit?
Fuck the smile. During the war, when he was infected himself and then cured all those other people, that's the biggest medical feat in One Piece history. Smile feat aside, that war shit was the biggest medical shit ever. That was insane.
But that's an assist as well. But see, that's what I'm saying. All these feats are cool and cute, but just like Brook's feat, that was an assist. You needed Jinbei. Chopper's feat, he needed Marco to come and regulate thousands of fodder in their
see, but that's battle feats. That's fighting. We talking about just the goal.
Chopper wasn't getting that off without that antidote either.
Exactly. He needed the antidote. You call the Zoro getting the antidote battle feat, but Marco come in there and actually Marco gave everyone the flames. Foes it regulated their temperature so they could be more sane. That was undiscriminated, bro. That everyone got that from Marco. That was an assist as a doctor, because Marco is a doctor, and that he helped Chopper too. If Marco didn't regulate Chopper's flames, Chopper would have been Oni. He wouldn't even have got. Nobody would have got killed. So you need the assist. That's my problem with these feats. Just if I'm gonna shit on Brook, I'm gonna be consistent and shit on Chopper too. Why you need assist every time you get a? You need an assist.
I'm 12.
The battle feats that comes to assist it, but why does another doctor have to help you get this shit off for it?
I'm 12.
You want to be the doctor that accomplishes it. So you got when Zoro accomplishes the worst part of swordsman, he's not gonna need. He had help in training from maybe someone else, but he's not gonna need someone to help him mid-fight.
Girl got helping. We got training helping, but nigga, he got a beat. You feel me?
Yeah, he can't happen. So Chopper's gonna need these. It does.
So Chopper has no solo feats, like medically.
He has feats, but they're not fully accomplished feats. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Even the Brook shit, it looked cute, but Brook, you don't get out of your situation without Jinbei. You're an action figure, bro.
No, I'm saying what are Chopper's solo feats then, if we're not counting the war and others? Like, what are his like solely his shit medically?
The mines when Luffy got hit with that thing. The mines. I'm giving that.
You say when Luffy got hit? Which arc?
When he got hit with that virus in the mines in Wano.
No, you can give him that. Yeah, I never took that feat away from him.
It must have been early Wano. I can't even remember that shit right now.
Yeah, you talking about when he was in prison.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was saying I never took that feat away from him. I was talking about the feats on in the raid. That's a feat, and then the pump hazard feat. That's a feat, but you need the assist. And then the person that assisted him in pump hazard couldn't even finish doing it. They had to send him to the hole.
And I think we'll be remiss if we don't bring up the fact that just him even having the know-it-all to like the shit in Punk Hazard, right? He doesn't know what's ailing these kids, or because half the time you have to like have a very strong knowledge of the affliction before you even start dealing with the treatment of it and type shit like that. He's really working off the fly just to even, get a sedative, create a sedative that can keep them calm with no knowledge of what's really going on type shit. I'm gonna give him credit to that. To be able to just like, this virus that they just hit Luffy with, I've never seen anything like it. I need to see the actual thing before and then come up with a solution for it within the hour seemingly. You know what I'm saying? Like his expertise and just like, putting the shit together and deciphering what needs to be done as far as an antidote wise, you know what I'm saying? Can never take that from him. But I guess what we want to see as far as a feat from him, with the doctoring thing, that doesn't become a strength or battle-based feat, but it's still a feat that needs to be put into actual practice that you can then still quantify in the sense of, say we get to say it like we in Elbaf right now, right? And the absent team hallucination alcohol is somehow contaminated with some type of poison. Everybody drank this shit. Everyone puking their fucking guts out. It's a new disease out here. For him to be the one that clocks it, cures it, creates an antibody from it, damn near can create a weapon from it. Not a weapon, but like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he would do something like that because of interactions with other doctors he's had. I don't think he'd ever do something negative with his abilities with medicine. But just being able to clock something before it's even like dire straits or situations, you know what I'm saying? Like the way Usopp pulled into Onigashima, and before we even realized there were people we need to put to sleep, he had already put them to sleep type shit. Like him, the Chopper being able to just walk in somewhere and be able to clock what's going on, deal with it before it's even like a big thing, and like now we're running around for 2 chapters dealing with this mess of a plague, you know what I'm saying, type shit. And I guess ultimately, if Oda does something like that, it'll come off as off-screen, because Oda's not going to show Chopper in the lab or I don't even think give him that much panel time in the middle of an arc when other things need to be going on and shit. So it'll be mentioned somewhere off-panel, he'll fix the shit off-screen, and what'll happen is the community will not take it as a great feat because it wasn't highlighted when it was done, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, bro, his rumble balls work on other fucking animals, my nigga. No one's talking about that. Instead, they calling him a dope man.
Personally, I thought he made that rumble ball specifically for Beppo. You saying that's just that's his regular rumble ball?
That's his rumble ball. Like it was like, I don't know if it'll work for you type shit. These my pills though.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
yeah.
That's nuts, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine had he just known that, and he was just like, all the mates were rushing to him and Onigashima mid-battle type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be crazy.
Nah, that would have been crazy.
Yeah. Just even creating the rumble ball and shit like that. Things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? It's Chopper's feats to becoming his dream is to be able to cure every disease in the world. Isn't that it, or is it something a bit off the lines of that?
He wants to be able to cure every disease.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on.
Cure every disease.
Yeah, so you can sum that up to World Greatest Doctor, basically.
Yeah. Tell me, do y'all think Sniper King makes an appearance in Elbaf?
I'm sorry, just add one little bit, right?
Go ahead.
He could be able to cure every disease in the world, but if we say we come to find out, like, Zoro's bad sense of direction is a disease, or Sanji's love of women is a disease, I pray to God Chopper can't fix that. You feel me?
No, we're in agreement there.
I want him to be able to cure that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things just gotta fall in line with the story and the character. But like, yeah, what was your next question?
I just wanted to know if y'all believe that Sniper King will make an appearance in Elbaf, or is it going to be strictly Usopp the whole time? Because it's been a while since we've seen him.
I believe we might get something new. It's not Sniper King; it'll be something new.
I
mean, that's the whole point of him having a character arc. He's supposed to be able to combine Sniper King and Usopp into one person and be able to be that brave warrior. That's what it's supposed to be.
That's what I want to see. I just want to see the development. I feel like he's been very stagnant for a long time.
My take on that is it's actually hilarious when you get to think about it, bro. Because I think the only motherfuckers in this story that don't know that's Usopp is Chopper and Luffy, dog.
Yeah.
I think
I'm in agreement with you there.
That don't know that's Usopp, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I feel like the Giants might not know either.
Even if he do pop out with a mask or pop out with a new mask or whatever the case is, just like the Sniper King persona gets brought back to the forefront, that'll be the beginning of Usopp beginning to like rally the giants in Elbath and become respected amongst the giants in Elbath. And I believe a lot of that will garner towards how he feels about being a brave warrior of the sea, just being able to garner respect from giants like of that caliber type shit. If he does put on the mask, I think we'll be entering the realm of that segment for Usopp's arc and shit. But I don't think it's gonna. I think Chopper and Luffy are the only ones that don't know that's Usopp, bro. And I enjoy the fuck out of that. I don't want shit like that. I don't. It's certain things like little shit like that you never want to change, bro. I don't never want shit like that to change.
I agree with you there. The only reason I ask is I feel like the Giants could possibly get on that bandwagon too of not knowing who this nigga is if he put on that mask. Not to say that all the Giants are just stupid, but I could see them just going with like the lure of it. Like, damn, you must be a really brave guy, or you must be a really strong individual, or oh, you're that guy I saw in that bounty poster. Nice job. Like,
exactly, because he has one bounty poster that says Sniper King, the other one says God Usopp. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro might have a whole nother bounty poster that says something else entirely. You know what I'm saying? Usopp might be running around telling them, I'm Sniper King, I'm God Usopp, and they don't believe this shit because God Usopp on the bounty poster, that motherfucker look, you know what I'm saying, different. Like, it's like somebody that be going through the trenches. Usopp don't look like that. You know, Sniper King, look how he look. Usopp don't look like that. So he might go through a point where he got to prove to them that he is the Sniper King. He is God Usopp. That in itself would be interesting because I imagine him trying to prove to them. And he's going to be looking at Luffy and them like, yo, tell them I'm such and such and such. Zoro's not going, he's going to be like, yeah, bullshit. I'm not telling them that for you. Same thing with Sanji. Nami's not going to feed into his bullshit.
Yeah.
And Luffy ultimately don't believe, or he don't know.
Luffy,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That type shit, bro. So, you know, it's that'll be interesting in itself, and it would be nice to see how he has to tell true stories about himself. To, you know what I'm saying? Because what Sniper King did wasn't no lie. Like, bro did some real shit.
Yeah.
And so be proud of that real shit you did. But, like, you're going to have to explain to them why you had the mask on. Yeah, I got into a fight with my captain over some shit, and I couldn't really show my face around, so I had to boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like a coward, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody will tell him, nah, that was brave as fuck of you, bro. What you mean? What you about? You know, shit. It's things like that of that essence that'll start happening where Usopp's Brave Warrior of the Sea title will start to really develop and even start holding a little bit of merit if he starts to say it and shit. Him accepting the truth of who he is, what he is, but still being in the situations 10 toes right next to his captain type shit. You know what I mean? Because I definitely can see a situation where the same way in Whole Cake, you know, Luffy had to, even if Luffy and Sanji didn't like have a side-by-side fight, they were side-by-side on a lot of in a lot of scenarios after the fact of, you know, them fighting. Zoro and Luffy had their side-by-side moments in Wano, a few good times. I expect to see a few good moments of that in Elbath.
Okay. Not mad at that.
A few good, solid side-by-side moments for the two.
Okay, is anything you want to jump in, input?
I'm cool. I was cool on that topic. I'm pretty much tied up.
For sure.
Bro say sometimes you gotta pop out and show Luffy. Nah, if he don't show Luffy, you'll never know, bro.
That's facts. Jumping to the next show though. I want to probably let my guy know I'm on episode 5 of Kaiju number 8. So hey, clap it up for me. I'm getting to that shit.
Bravo.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm off rip from the beginning. I definitely see the small sprinklings of Attack on Titan and where people are getting that from, for sure.
Hey man, ignore all that, man. Kaiju is I never watched or read Attack on Titan, so I couldn't even tell you the similarities or the comparisons. But Kaiju number 8, nice. I've already started reading it. I read the physical volumes.
Okay.
They don't come out fast enough for me.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Shit fire.
No, yeah,
Shit fire.
it definitely is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving the comedy in it as well. The comedic effect from, I say you got a main character for sure. The way they like set him up for future comedic scenes later by having him do some like either brave shit or like statuous shit up front is fucking hilarious. Like one of my favorite scenes so far is when he meets old girl for the first time in the parking lot and she lifts up the car and she's like, "Oh, my name is blah blah blah. Remember the name." And he was like, "Damn, okay, that's pretty lit." And then he goes over and he changes over like just his arm to a kaiju. He lifts the truck over and she's like, "Damn, he must have a bodysuit too." And he's like, "I'm so and so. Remember the name," but like in a real smirky ass tone. And then they get to the actual like trial of like the training and shit, like the third. Was it
bro pushing out 1%.
That bro, that shit. And she was like, "Hey, you, what's the name, right? That's the name you wanted me to remember."
The fact that bro was hype when he got 1% on that bitch, bro. Hype about that shit.
Yeah.
He got 1% on there with turn.
Yeah, no, yeah, he was lit. It was it's other niggas complaining about being at 26 and at 18 and not catching up to old girl who at like 46 right now. But he got to that 1% after coming from 0. He like, "Hey, I'm making progress." Vice Captain told him, "You're not making out quick enough," but he don't move. Also, I don't know if y'all ever seen Bungo Stray Dogs, but I feel like that's the same voice actor that plays the Vice Captain that plays the Japanese detective on Bungo Stray Dogs as well. Okay, I thought so because when I heard him, I was like, "Bro, I know this nigga." For sure. Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping. I was like, "Bro, I know this nigga. I know him from something."
You talking about the English dub?
Yeah. I tried to find it in sub. It wasn't on the website I looked at. They only had the dub.
And I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you now. You might want to start reading that bitch once you finna catch up, bro. Cause that nigga Hoshino, bro. That boy Hoshino, bro.
Is that's the captain or the vice captain?
The vice captain.
Okay, yeah, I've been hearing a lot about him. Yeah.
That nigga Hoshino, bro. Hey man, I can't even say too much, bro. But yeah,
I do this.
I heard you make a stiff entrance.
I do this on Squad 1 command captain. The dude with the eyes. Yeah, it's all the same. Dude with the eyes. He different.
Okay, I must not have met him yet.
You talking about Squad 1's captain? What's his fucking name?
Squad 1 captain.
Narumi?
Yeah, Narumi.
Narumi.
That's my guy.
Okay.
When we get into season 2, it's lit.
Narumi ain't bad, man.
Let's
dope you brought that up. That Kaiju number 8 fire.
No, yeah, I'm loving it so far. And like I said, I'm trash with names.
I wanted to tell you this. I do not agree with the big 3 of today, unless we're willing to say the big 3 of today just ain't shit in the overall spectrum. We just.
I mean, what's the big 3 of today though?
This is a fan speculated big 3. I looked it up. He's right. Twitter, Instagram, all that. I did my little research. But apparently it's JJK, Black Clover, and My Hero. Excuse me.
That's insane. The fact that Demon Slayer wasn't mentioned. I thought Demon Slayer was one of them.
Some people switch out Black Clover and Demon Slayer.
It has to be. For me personally, it has to be Demon Slayer. But
I think so as well.
In another spectrum, I just didn't agree with it because for me, there shouldn't be another. We shouldn't even go off of a new big 3. We should give it like a new title, make it like a new top 5 or Fabulous 4 or some shit. We should do something else. I don't care
especially because it's a lot more anime to choose from.
That's fact.
A lot more anime to pick from because I put Fire Force still in these setting conversations.
Fire Force is good.
Fire Force is fair to put in that conversation. I would have said shows like, oh my bad, you still in Thought Kizzy.
Yeah, this last point. Me personally, the way I look at it, all of these shows, none of these shows have shown like real longevity as far as like the anime, yes, because it works better seasonally, but you want to talk longer chapters and how long the story goes on, we don't get what we really want. We don't get a story that we can really sit and last with, right? You know what I mean? We get a good, nice tale. That's why I put it. This is a nice little tale for the time. But we don't get, like, One Piece is still going. Bleach was like still this many chapters. Naruto was still this many chapters. They had Naruto, then they had Naruto Shippuden, now we're in Boruto, and then Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. I want to give hope and say we might see some spin-offs. Yeah, cool, but that's not said and done and certified. So I don't want to call them big three because the standard to live up to the actual big three, and Bleach is actually still supposed to be getting a spin-off. They actually have that whole the Burn the Witch shit that's supposed to still be considered in like interversal with the.
It takes place in the verse.
Exactly.
I don't know what y'all talking about right now.
Sure. The author for Bleach did another series called Burn the Witch, but it's still supposed to be in the same universe as the Shinigami from Bleach. It's the Soul Reapers from Bleach.
Okay.
So they have their own anime as well. It just got animated recently. It didn't really make no waves like that, but it definitely still.
Yeah, like ain't nobody talking about that.
It's like how to explain it. It's a one-shot volume. It's just like 5-6 chapters, thick ass chapters. Again, like he said, it's geared towards the MC is a female. The 2 MCs are females. You know what I'm saying? It's that type. It's a fun read for the most part, but it's not nothing like. You're not gonna read it and be inspired or read it and be on something.
It's not like Soul Reader and Fire Force type of.
And it concludes pretty decently. You're not gonna be like, oh, I need more of this. You're gonna be like, all right, this was good. This was enough.
This was cool.
And this is something that they are doing canon because they did the one shot already. Their Bleach is going to the Hellverse. That the movie that they did, they are starting to emphasize more on that because Ichigo's son is now. So we already know that more is coming from these series. We don't know nothing about that from a JJK, a Black Clover, a My Hero. Granted, My Hero could go and animate Vigilante and keep their longevity shooting up.
Yeah, for real. They can do that Vigilante shit. They
can animate Vigilante because Vigilante go crazy. It definitely got their moments. Vigilante definitely got its moments.
Somebody in the manga, huh?
As far as like, say again?
You talking about the manga when Deku was on the Batman shit?
No, Vigilante is a series from My Hero, but it's about the cat that lives in the neighborhood. Literally, it's Vigilante. It's not significant at all, but he has these. My Heroes really good at drawing out character moments. Like I feel like they can eat in an anime if they did that because they have enough to do at least 3 to 4 seasons or maybe 5 if I'm not mistaken. They could do a few seasons.
Yeah, it's enough volumes of the Vigilante series. Ironically, it's a lot.
I really think they're gonna animate it, but I'm gonna wait and see because they mentioned like Deku. They mentioned All Might. You see All Might.
I think they're going to because the final movie is supposed to tie in the main character of the Vigilante series.
Yeah, I saw that. That would be it.
But touching on the topic of the new gen, I guess you would say. I think it's fair to up the numbers, so I guess you can say the not the big 3, but like, the big 4, I guess.
Fantastic Four.
They did a couple content creators back in the day. They did a Mount Rushmore, and Mount Rushmore is 4 people, I think.
Yeah.
So they did basically like a Mount Rushmore 4. That's what they were calling it. So I was cool with that.
Yeah, I guess the Mount Rushmore 4 for the new generation. If you're gonna do that, I would say it's the 3 you mentioned. I would probably take out Black Clover. I'd put Demon Slayer.
Me too.
But so that still leaves 3. What 4th one would I really put on there? Because what I'm considering is when the anime drops, it has the younger anime community in the chokehold. Everyone's watching this shit when it drops. So that's why Demon Slayer went in there. I seen the hold My Hero had on the youth. That's why it's in there. And JJK, God have mercy, like, if niggas throw 2 punches that episode, they niggas is talking about that shit all week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only other one I can fit into that bracket because of that would be your Fire Forces or your Black Clovers, or you know what I'm saying. Hunter x Hunter is older than those, but just because of it being reanimated, and again, it's still a popular one in new anime watchers in today's community. I squeeze it in there and shit. But I think those things are what would matter towards, you know, the new Mount Rushmore 4. I would say.
Yeah. Like, okay, like my Mount Rushmore 4 is, I would take out. I want Fire Force, really, but if I had to be, if I'm really going off of the timestamp of how I would consider it, if I don't make Attack on Titan a standalone, Attack on Titan would have to be there because it is a new gen anime, and it did start off this whole seasonal wave, and it did go fucking great.
It did. I was gonna say,
you didn't get to see it, but it made crazy.
I was gonna say Attack on Titan too, just simply because again the manga held weight. The motherfuckers were just sitting there waiting on new episodes from the anime. It's finished. You know what I'm saying? Like JJK, Demon Slayer, and Black Clover are entering that it's finished realm. My Hero's finished. My Hero's finished. Demon Slayer's finished. Attack on Titan is finished.
Black Clover's about to finish.
Yeah, like, you know, this is the final arc and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
even Fire Force is finished. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. All these old generation shit, they're kind of still like, look, Fairy Tail is still going. Hunter x Hunter is still going.
I was just about to say, like, you know what I'm saying? You want to talk about longevity and chapter count, boy. My man, Hero, boy. That boy Mashima, man.
Yes, a fact, bro. The only reason I watched One Piece in the first place because it was like when I went to revisit it in college, I said I need a long anime to lock in on. Like I just finished Naruto. I was like, all right, let me go back. I need to find something. I went and watched Fairy Tail. I watched Soul Eater. I was mad, bro. I was like, oh gosh, wow, I need like 5 more seasons of this. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I felt about it. Certain anime I really wanted more seasons, like Drifters, Gangsta. Those are anime that had like a solid 12 episodes, one season, and then never came back. Like I was so High School is dead.
Yeah, Gangsta pissed me off with that.
You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of stuff that was hot and dope. We never got the continuation of it because of things that happened. But I always wanted, like, I watched Fairy Tail because it had mad episodes. One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. I like anime that got mad episodes. That's just the type of guy I am. Give me the story. I like a good story.
I like anything that just has a lot of the good shit that I got into on the first episode, you know? Like, if I read the bio or something and it says, like, when I got back into anime, bro, Fairy Tail was like the first anime I got back into watching, me getting back into anime and shit. It's when it was still on Netflix. I saw that bio. It said something about wizards and dragons. I said, oh, bet.
Say less.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had like 6 seasons on that bitch. I said, oh, you should be active. Gang of episodes. I say, shit.
I saw AMV. That's what got me on the Fairy. I saw a Fairy Tail AMV. No, that's not what it was. I typed in long anime with 300 episodes more. Fairy Tail popped up. And then I watched the clip of one, and it was like, I think it was not too powered up the fire shit. So that's all I need to see. Go ahead.
And to make it worse, I mean, you could probably attest to this. Since you watched Naruto, I said no. Since you watched Fairy Tail, you know, Natsu was my favorite MC, bro. Like, there's no one over Natsu as an MC for me. There's no one over Natsu as an MC for me. That's my dog. To this day, that's still my MC for me.
He's in my top 5 outside of the big 3.
I had a shorty tell me, if you like Natsu, you gonna love Luffy. I'm like,
nah, it's a fact.
If you like these, again, because of how I'm rocking with Natsu, that statement was just like, bitch, do you know how I fuck with Natsu? I gotta see this now.
Natsu is just Luffy with Ace's double fruit, bro. That's a fact. That's literally a fact.
Shorty wasn't lying. Shorty was not lying, bro. I thought, yeah.
I ain't never thought about that. I actually want to do a whole video with a take about Natsu being Luffy with Ace's double crew. Like just cause that's actually a fun ass thought. I ain't never actually thought about it like that. But Natsu, like I had the big three, and like if I had to consider like honorable mentions, I always gotta give Gon a shout out, and I gotta give Natsu a shout out because they had me tuned in. Like the era of the big three, those other two shows had me tuned in. So I was like, yeah, that's my top 5 of the big of that era for sure.
With
The
that,
era before that, I would really say like, you know, if I had to consider a big three before the actual big three, for me, it would be like a Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha, and Yusuke Hakusho type shit. Those would be my.
Already, I could tell you the original Mount Rushmore. You got Kakarot, Yusuke Urameshi, Ash Ketchum. You feel me?
Yeah, you gotta throw Ash in there. Loki, you gotta throw Big O in there, or at least somebody from Gundam. You gotta throw somebody from.
Hey, listen. I was gonna say you put Wing Zero on that bitch. You feel me? But
back then,
that 4th position get dicey because ain't no way Yusuke don't go on there. Ain't no motherfucking way Kakarot go on there.
Yeah, they got
Ash Ketchum gotta go on there just on principle. You feel me?
It's either the dude from Cowboy Bebop or it has to be Inuyasha because everybody knows Inuyasha. They know the white.
I was gonna say or my nigga Yugi. Or my nigga Yugi.
Yeah,
but you know what?
We could go that way. Or you could
go if we got Kakarot and Yusuke up there, kind of gotta put that bitch from Sailor Moon on there. Kind of got to. Just for the hoes, you kind of got to put that little Sailor Scout on there. I ain't gonna lie.
That's exactly what I just said. Because she technically, she big repping up. She was a big rep, and then she actually had girls locked in.
That's OG.
One time, the girls was locked in the anime because Sailor Moon was waving that wand, doing that goddamn dance, turning into whatever Sailor Moon.
To this day, bro, you see how they cosplay them different, man? Shout out, bro.
I mean, shit. You go to DreamCon, you know they doing all that. They playing Ash Ketchum theme song and all that. They got them up there, you know, stripping and all that. It's great.
That's facts.
You gotta love it, I know I do.
Bro said, how y'all feel about Vinland Saga?
Oh, I didn't even know we still getting comments. I don't see none.
We got a couple.
I feel strongly about Vinland Saga. I just don't feel strongly enough about it to put it in the new gen type shit. For example, there are certain shows that's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there was a better written sequence in its class of anime. However, I won't put it in these top discussions just because I'm looking at it in the scale of, you know, numbers wise and shit. Because if you were gonna ask me, some of my favorite written animes that I've sat and watched and shit, Iron-Blooded Orphans. Like, bro, I choke up. Bro, that shit kills my soul, bro. I could think about moments in that show, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need me something for the rest of the day.
I told my boy Coach if he was to watch a mecha, he should watch a gun. If he was to watch a Gundam in a mecha, he should watch Iron-Blooded Orphan. Because to me, it's like a more gangster version, like a Code Geass.
It's on Netflix.
It was not on Netflix no more, but I think they're gonna put it back because they just started putting back mad Gundam stuff. They just put Gundam. They just put They put Netflix just added back Gundam Seed Destiny, and then I just realized that they had a third part to that franchise. That season, I didn't even realize, but it's not a season; it's a movie. I didn't know they had a movie out for that because Gundam Seed Destiny was season 2 to the Gundam Seed, and then
shout out my nigga Mikazuki, man. Shout out my nigga Young August, man. But like Iron-Blooded Orphans, great written, you know, anime. But I wasn't even as far as Gundams go, I'm not gonna put that on the Mount Rushmore. It's gonna be the Gundam Wing that goes on there, where Wing Zero and them at. You know what I'm saying? I love the anime Dororo. I don't know if any one of y'all seen Dororo, but bro,
I feel like we're talking about the same with the swords. And fuck
dude,
yeah, that's my shit. That's my shit.
Homie had to go fighting demons, get his body back and shit. Like, bro,
Hard.
that shit.
Yeah, that's my shit.
That shit was crazy when bro finally like said Shorty name after she died and shit, bro. Like that shit was just written differently, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I understand I can't put it in those segments of like Mount Rushmore and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I hold Vinland Saga to the same degree as far as it's a very great story. A story that's going, as an adult, it's going to sit with you, make you think about the shit the sequence, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? However, it don't got the longevity or consistency or, the hype around it to really just put it in that tier like that, you feel me?
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Is it better? Like, it's better written than Demon Slayer? For sure. You know what I'm saying?
Good question.
It just don't got the hold on the youth the way Demon Slayer does, because it's not as pretty and flashy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's facts. For this last segment, we haven't done this in a while. We haven't done this in like maybe a week or so. Honestly, maybe it's been 2 weeks. But usually we'll take some time out of our day to not only lift up anime, but we also like to shit on anime as well. The ones that deserve it. So I'd like to take this time to shit on some anime. Is it any anime you want to shit on before I start?
No. I try not to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going. I ain't even watch Boruto, but I know there's bad shit about it.
I'll take it from you. I'm not with this whole. Every time I say Kaiju number 8 and Solo Leveling top 2, somebody tell me go watch Frieren. Shut that shit up.
Go watch what?
Right now.
Go watch what?
They tell me to go watch Frieren. Like
they gotta, I don't know what that is.
We gotta dead that. We gotta dead that right now. We got that needs to.
The fact that I only hear females talk about how that's such a great show, I'm already knowing not to watch it.
What's it about?
It's kind of like the wizard. It's like the magic play, the wizard shit, blah blah blah. You know how they do that. I'm not, you already know me. I'm not a magic type of anime watcher. I hate the whole theme of magic. I like how Black Clover and Fairy Tail tried to make it like a nice power system into it, but I hate magic theme anime because it's such an easy ploy to.
Yeah, it is easy.
Like I like the creativity around a power system. Don't just say, hey, instead of making power system, just call this shit magic and run with it. No, you diminish your story a whole lot when it's simple. Like that. Like I'm not super into the whole wizards and I'm not one of those people. So Frieren is not hitting me hard like that. Granted, I've only seen 8 episodes, but the 8 episodes I've seen, I'm not impressed, bro. Off the first 8 episodes I've seen, I'm not impressed. And people are telling me, oh well, you gotta give it more time. I'm gonna give it time. I'm gonna watch the whole fucking thing.
How much is it? It's 24 or 12?
Huh?
It's 24 episodes or 12?
It's 28 episodes. So people are telling me that. So if I watch all 28 and I'm still not feeling it, I'm not gonna be biased. If an episode around episode 15 it heat up, I'm gonna let you know shit change.
Okay.
Temperature change. It's not hitting, bro. It's just not. Kaiju number 8 had me at number 1. At episode 1, episode 2, 3, I was already sold.
Yeah.
Solo Leveling had me. Solo Leveling had me episode 1 with that statue smiling like a motherfucking demon. Like I was sold off that shit. So
yeah,
episode 1 got me sold, and I realized episode 5, this shit, I'm getting tired. Like I want to watch some new shit. Like, maybe the span of the new age has finally hit me, where I'm like, nah, only One Piece get to hit me with some shit that I gotta sit through. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm not feeling it at all. But sure, it's cool though.
If a motherfucker say you should watch Frieren, you should just tell them you gonna fucking watch again. You just tell them you gonna watch. So you'd rather watch Sword Art Online all over. For real.
Spot on. That's exactly the vibes I'm getting, and I keep telling people I keep telling people that Solo Leveling is just a way more shonen version of Sword Art Online. And that to me is like, I'm not trying to watch all the shit that killed me from Sword Art from SAO was all that. It was all that Shakespeare bullshit they was running. I ain't trying to.
Who said it's Shakespeare bullshit? They was getting real Shakespearean in that motherfucker.
They was kids talking about living together and all that shit. I'm so sick of
16, 15-year-old, shorty 13 logging online.
Look, that's why I rock with Kaiju number 8 Solo Leveling. I'm 31. That nigga in Kaiju number 8 is 30-2. I feel his pain right now. Nigga, exactly. He like, yo, I feel old and shit. I'm like, nigga,
on the game, bro. Like, bro, give me hope for real. Bro, give me hope for real. Like, and it's very realistic because it's like, yeah, bro, no, he can't go out there and move around like them 20-year-olds no more. He got to take it easy.
Fact.
Yo, bro, I was writing music the other day and I started feeling like Kaiju number 8 really like changing my life because I never thought that I was washed up or nothing. But, you know, I'm in my 30s now. I'm not like 22 when I was really out here doing stuff like music wise. Like, I got a family now, so my moves gotta be more plotted out and more like playable, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, bet. So I see this guy having his moment. I'm like, nah, I'm seeing it. I'm just like, yeah, finally, they give me something. I ain't gotta be like, I gotta feel like a fucking teenager again. Solo Leveling, that dude's like 20, it's not 26, like 23, one of those two.
Yeah.
Like, give me stories about young adults now. Like, I'm real with those type of times. Like, I'm no longer the teenager. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that the newer anime nowadays, it's better. Even Hell's Paradise, that's my shit. Gabimaru,
Hell's Paradise is fire.
He's a little old.
Hell's Paradise came out with the second season, like, sooner. It would easily, like, Black Clover wouldn't have even been talked about no more as far as, like, a big...
I ain't gonna hold you. If they up the animation, if they keep it on track for Hell's Paradise, it will go crazy.
The other problem with that, though, is the longevity. Hell's Paradise is finished, 13 volumes, you feel me? Like, it's only gonna need a... They really only got another season.
Damn.
If you really want to say, because
they could part 1 and part 2.
The first season, again, remember what I said, it's 13 volumes. The first season covered 7 volumes. Exactly. You feel me?
Shit, man.
Now, given you know, because it's in the later parts, so you know it's a lot more intense shit going on. So they could stretch those last 6 volumes and shit, but then you're gonna run into pacing issues. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
You know, y'all are working with, again, just because it was short. Demon Slayer, that's like 23 volumes. They can afford to break it into little segments like this. You know, Naruto was 72 volumes. Naruto was 72 volumes. Bleach was 74. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the fact that Demon Slayer being 23 volumes and how they're breaking it into, like, they're finna go into the last arc, which is like, I want to say 4 to 5 volumes, maybe. I think it's like 4 to 5 volumes to this last arc that's about to play out. But it's so many final battles and fights and shit. They could literally, like, give you the fight between 2 Upper Moons a season. You know what I'm saying? And then let the next one be that type shit. Because there's no need to, like, run around a village and shit and find out what demon is doing whatnot. We in the castle now, so it's going down. But so the other problem is, so like I said, they're gonna run into a lot of these good shows that are just short. You know, they're just short. The manga isn't that long. I was just about to talk about how sometimes some shit is not translating well from the manga to the anime, so the story itself isn't reaching into that tier of, you know, Mount Rushmore category and shit. One of the ones I had picked up not too long ago was Orient. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the story Magi.
Love it.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, Orient is the same creator as Magi, right?
Same creator as Magi. Then I read Orient in the physical volumes too. Matter of fact, let me show you something. Volume 19 right here.
Yo, how's the anime on? I know they dropped.
Horrible. It didn't translate well.
See, I'm about to say, I don't ever hear about the anime being talked about.
It didn't translate well. It did 1 season. It didn't. I'm saying it didn't translate based on the fact that I know how those panels felt when I was flipping through the pages. It did, and like when the shit happened in the anime, it feels so stale. You know what I'm saying? Best way I could put it is, if you read Seven Deadly Sins, you know the anime butchered that shit in the final couple seasons. If you actually read it, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those type situations where Seven Deadly Sins should have been in that new gen Mount Rushmore.
Facts.
Butchered it in the last
Facts. That was in my top 5 for a minute.
The animation butchered it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Story was still strong as shit.
Same thing for Boruto and that, like.
Story was still strong as shit. Plot was still strong as shit. The animation was just like, it made people not watch it no more. So I say that for the Orient because just because of how the power system and the sword fighting works in it. Because it's not a magic, like it's not based on magic and shit. These niggas are samurais and shit. And just based on how like the power system works and shit, it didn't translate well into animation. So you didn't really hear nothing about it. The second season hasn't been re-announced and shit like that, you know. Or you have like, I was just thinking about this, like, bro, motherfuckers were so hyped for Chainsaw Man. Even I was so hyped for Chainsaw Man. I read all of the first part of it. I was reading it in the physicals, like I do. I read the physical volumes. Yeah. I read the whole volume 1 to motherfucking 11. Volume 1 to 11. Enjoyed the fuck out that shit. You know, but the anime's being slow to come out. The manga for the part 2 was taking a while to kick off, to where a lot of people fell off and shit. I was even gonna wait and be like, I'm gonna let some volumes come out before, and it just fell off my radar and shit, because even as I'm waiting, I'm not hearing any hype behind nothing going on type shit. Right. You know, so that longevity thing definitely does live, you know, it needs to live up to its you know, its hype. Yeah.
That's what I feel like Fire Force. I think Fire Force would have that a lot. Only problem was the time frame they took to come back and drop again. But you know, I think most anime have that go away and come back little type of segue. But I feel like when Fire Force finishes, it's gonna go down as one of those like, yo, this shit was freaking amazing. Just to be in the like Arthur's the comedy aspect to Fire Force is ridiculous.
The manga of Fire Force is finished, isn't it?
Yeah, it's finished as well. That's what we was talking about. The other ones like Demon Slayer and Hell's Paradise and a lot of these anime they're finished up. Black Clover's in its final saga. It's ending up, and then you got what's it called? JJK on the same wave. But another point I like that you emphasized on is how the bad animation translates, because that's the same thing. Bartolo's manga was always top 3 on every website when the chapters were dropping. The anime that didn't translate well. It translated when they were dropping the canon shit. Everybody was tuned in. Oh, we just met Kawaki's introduction. Fire. This happened. Oh, that happened. Fire. Yo, Ishiki pulled up. He busted Naruto and Sasuke ass together. Fire. Like, everybody was tuned in on the canon core shit. But whenever they threw in the filler, people tuned out heavily because it was like, yo, what the fuck? So it kind of drove it off, like to the point where now they're even announcing, yo, we're gonna remake this whole shit and then adding 2 Blue Vortex content as well. So it's like, all right, now we really getting to Boruto. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, but they butchered it because the bad anime translation. Otherwise, Boruto would be still in the new gen conversation as well.
I agree with that.
For character development, on best MC, all that. Like Boruto has a lot going for him, even in the series as a kid. He goes through a lot of his development very, very well. He's very well. I think he's a very well written character. Even now, 2 Blue Vortex, like he's on point as fuck. Power skill wise and like just character wise, where he should be. But the anime butchered it, so we don't get what we supposed to really get from Boruto. You know.
Last comment. Somebody said, "What am I watching Fair and Afraid for to match my period with the homegirls?" Oh, question mark.
Wait, say it again.
They said, "Why?" Them basically saying, "Why would I watch Frieren? That anime y'all was talking about?" It said, "What am I watching that for? To match my period with the homegirls?"
Listen, man. I was just told this shit supposed to be so I try to tune in. You know what I mean?
Hey, I do got a question for you though, because I know you don't like Magic too much in animes. Do you did you have an issue with how Magic was introduced in that time I got reincarnated by a slime?
I don't watch exactly. I don't want to see. I don't
Okay.
even really watch that.
You don't watch a lot of isekais, or just you don't watch those?
Some of it if it really hit me, but it gotta hit me. But I haven't watched. I ain't gonna lie. I put that in my bio recently. Like it says shonen enthusiast. Like I really be on a shonen like that for real. Yeah,
Okay.
Isekai is cool, but you gotta show me Isekai that's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I think I haven't seen just them all, but I think slime is like that.
My bad. I think the only animes that I don't enjoy are your like Attack on Titan. I didn't get into because after watching the first episode, it's just something about giants eating small people that I just like. I'm not finna watch a whole season of this. Like for what? I'm good. That was my aspect. I just go watch Gundam and watch these niggas die in these mecha suits and shit. What's it called? Fucking, don't brain fart on me now. Damn, I had the thought on the tip of my head. Fucking hell. Oh shit. Go ahead, bro. My fault. I just lost my thought talking about fucking Attack on Titan. Oh yeah, no, I was saying animes that I don't really like get like it. So you know the ones where like Solo Leveling. But it's like, it's more so, it's isekai, but it's like a game, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say game. The ones like Overlord or Sword Art Online, where it's not as plot driven and drama driven. It's really just more about just funny OP ass shit going on, happening around and shit. Those animes just kind of get hard for me to get into, like especially the isekais and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Do you watch a Shield Hero? Right now. Not a fan of Shield Hero. You fuck with Shield Hero?
I did at first, but then
it's a personal thing. I enjoy it because I know it's a good story. I don't watch it anymore because I was watching it with my ex at the time. But it's a good story though, for sure. And that's probably one I can get behind. But like your typical got reincarnated or fucking, this motherfucker is just he pushes a pen at work, but when he goes home and logs in, he's this goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Come on now, you're killing me right here. Like I literally stopped watching. What was one that was popping off at the time? Shangri-La. I stopped watching Shangri-La because it was too kiddie. Like I was, Solo Leveling was coming out at the time, and I would rather watch Solo Leveling than Shangri-La.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. I haven't seen Shangri-La, but that does sound familiar.
And even with shows like Solo Leveling, right? I had the opportunity to read Solo Leveling when it was coming out, but I preferred God of High School, which I'm still reading right now.
That's still coming out?
No, it's finished. It's finished. I'm just reading it.
Gotcha.
Cause
it look crazy. It look crazy on the cut out. It's ridiculous that I heard.
Bro, when I realized how much they cut out too, I'm like, yo, if they do season 2, if they try to cover this entire shit that just happened from what I just read,
they will.
I'm like, they gonna cut out so fucking much, bro.
And I'll let them get the chapters.
I'm like, man, they gonna cut out a lot.
Yeah, the pacing was terrible.
The opposite of filler. They cut out 100 canon chapters.
But you know what though? Now, me watching the first season, not knowing they cut all that shit out, I was perfectly fine, bro.
That's what I said. Somebody else I was like, oh shit, we're funny.
So now that I'm like reading it, And I know when they drop season 2, the amount of shit's gonna come out. I'm like, damn, I'm hyped as hell for this little page. They might not even animate this shit. It might be a whole different fight when that shit come around.
Exactly. Exactly.
I hear Tower of God is looking ass right now.
That's what I heard too. That's when I never let the hype suck me in on that one. Like first season was cool. First season was cool, and everything I hear people talking about, like as far as currently in the manhwa, like sounds hype as shit. But I think collectively they all say like this arc is like it's not the banger that we were introduced to, and it's nothing like what's about to come forward in the next 3 or 4 seasons type shit.
Okay, not mad at that. I just want to take a little bit of time out of my day in this program to officially shit on the anime, because I haven't done so yet. I know me and Gu were talking like the last week and a half or so. We were bringing up this anime referred to as Banana Fish. Now that I've had some time to, before I go on, have you seen this show, my guy? No. Cool. I just want to say, for years I've been like hearing chatter about this, bro. Check out Banana Fish. Yo, what's up, Big Broly? Big Bro Broly. Appreciate you joining the chat, man. You right on time. I'm about to start shitting on anime. Like I was saying, for years I've just been hearing the chatter of, bro, you got to check out Banana Fish. Is this, is that, is this, is that. What's up, my guy? My guy just joined the chat. You right on time too, man. About to shit on some anime. Glad you're here. Yeah, bro, check out Banana Fish. It's like this, it's like that. But like it was never like, hey, check this show out. It's like the next big shonen. It was more so like, if you know about it, you know how cold it is. It's just like, it's one of them sleepers. So I'm like, okay, I'll check it out one day. I finally have finished Banana Fish, maybe like 4 or 5 days ago. When I tell you, I was so deeply unimpressed, and when it started, I was like, oh, okay, this is a halfway dope concept. This could turn up, just depending on where this goes. Like I said about this street gang that's getting into it with the mafia. The MC is a sharpshooter with this revolver, but he's smart as hell. He's like, I'm not gonna put him on like Ella Light level, but he's smart as he ain't no regular. I think I said his IQ was like 200. So and I think he's only like 17. So he's smart. He's smart as fuck. But god damn, I wish it was somebody else who's seen it in the chat. So okay, well, Banana Fish sound like a disease you get. Hey, it was a drug, basically. That Banana Fish itself was a drug that heavily induces the person who takes it mind, makes them into like a brain dead zombie almost. But oh my gosh, man, like the main premise of the show, it was that, all right, we found out it's a drug, the mafia is trying to push this drug, we're gonna stop the mafia. Pushing that to the side, the main character shows just so much compassion, so much like downness for this brand new, I think they introduced him as a detective, but he really wasn't a detective. I don't know. He becomes best friends with this detective he just met. Has no like reason to just like want to protect him so hard. Literally, the very first episode that he meets this man, a kid that's looked up to the MC for years dies on his watch. And you would think that kid meant nothing to him. He's been looking after that kid for like years. But this new nigga he meets is like his closest brother. But there's no like character development in between to like just make him just fuck with him so tough. The main embodiment of their like their relationship is, oh, this guy, this random stranger, he sees me for what I truly am, and not what, like, I guess the streets see me to be. He wants me to be better or whatever. But it's like, you don't even know this nigga. Neither of you two niggas really just know each other, bro. And I'm really just trying to pull like some quality information from the show so I can shit on it harder. But it's damn near all the show just comes down to is just, I fuck with this dude so much just because, just honestly, just because. Like, it's not even like on some Luffy Bartlow shit. It's like,
yeah, bro, I think you put yourself through too much. I checked out episode 3. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See, and that's the thing. But the first 5 to 6 episodes, it was decent. It was decent enough to make me think, okay, this could turn up because we about to go do this. They're introducing some characters. But man, I'm not gonna lie. Smooth okie doke. And then it's like the fandom always in my ear telling me how good it is, telling me, bro, you gotta check it out. I really don't see any redeeming qualities in this show, like, at all. Like, I feel like it's grotesque. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot of GRAPE scenes in there. And it's like, for what, man? Like, I don't get it.
Today's day and age, man.
I don't.
Hey, I gotta check out, gentlemen. I gotta check out, my phone dying.
Hey, you good, G?
I gotta check out. Hey, but it was good talking, man. Appreciate you letting me on the stream, man.
Most definitely. You're always welcome, my guy. It was great having you on.
Kizzy, I'm gonna holler at you later, man.
I'm gonna hop off my soapbox, shitting on this trash anime. I just want the fandom of Banana Fish to know what you did will not be forgotten. Same goes out to you, Devil Crybaby fans. I will not forget or forgive you for wasting my time so in-depthly. And I mean that. I stand on that, in fact. Truly a waste of time.
As you should.
Just had to get that off my chest. Shit was crazy, man.
I ain't gonna say I tried to tell you.
you had Jordan Marks at the beginning. I tried to hold it out.
Banana Fish. I said, what? Wait, what?
You know that, fuck, what's the name of that show? What's the name of that cooking show everybody fuck with?
What was you talking about? The Kung Fu War shit.
Food, yeah. So just how like they have a fandom that just talk like so like highly on the show, that's how Banana Fish's fandom was like, bro, you just gotta check it out. And if you know, you know. If you seen it, you seen it. It's like, damn, okay, well shit. Maybe I'm out the loop. Randomly just seen it on Amazon Prime one day. I was like, okay, fuck it. Let me check it out. It seemed like a quick short watch.
I'll say this. There's always those anime that people watch that they probably don't like. Me, I've seen a bunch of anime that I know a lot of people don't.
Right.
You know, Drifters, My Hime. I met somebody on Threads that watched Black Cat. He was like, yo, you seen Black Cat? It was like, yeah, I seen Black Cat. It's crazy. Like, people don't know about the Burst Angel, you know what I'm saying? Guso Rankin. There's plenty of anime that go down the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that whole night it, Matt. That whole night it.
Yeah, see, you know what I mean? I do want to check out this one show they got called Lupin the Third, because apparently there's like
the OG one. That's the OG show.
I don't know. I want to see all of it because apparently there's like hundreds of episodes. And I was just talking about Friday that anime that got mad episodes. So I want to get on that. I want to lock back in Hajime no Ippo because that used to be an inspiring anime for me. So I'm going to get back on it.
What's good, Matt?
Yeah. What's good, y'all?
Bro, have you seen Banana Fish?
Bro, I ain't seen that hoe, but I heard you talk about it, bro. And like, that don't even sound like something I even want to watch, bro. You know what I mean? Especially once you brought up the whole grape stuff, like nobody wants to see that,
bro. And it's all male on male grape, like only. Bro, I'm like, why is this in here so much? Like, what's going on? And it's like, at first they were like, okay, you know, this is just his backstory. He was just brought up in his life like he, you know, like feel bad for him because this is like his childhood, and it's like, okay, well that's his backstory. Damn, that's sad. That's fucked up. But then it's like, damn, nigga, why is it still happening? Like he's 17 now. But like, keep in mind, he's like the biggest, like, nigga. He the big dog of the show. Like, he runs the city. He runs New York. But like, they got this whole like, where is it? I think it's Korea where they got like a lot of like girl boys or whatever the term is called.
Taiwan.
Yeah, lady. It's like that type of like trafficking almost, but like we only doing it to him. And it's like, well, damn, why are all the? It's like the culture, that Taiwan culture, is like just spread it through New York, but it's only happening to him. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on? Why are we? Why is this? It's only 24 episodes in this show, but
That's too long, man.
bro,
That's too long for all that.
bro, it's 24 episodes, but that shit happened to him at least like 5 times minimum, like 5 to 7. And I'm like, damn, why is this shit still happening? Like, what's the purpose? And that's, man, yeah, I ain't even, yeah.
You what buddy said before he got up? Yeah, you put yourself in torture watching that bitch. You was trying to appease some people just to be like, I'm gonna hear y'all out. And sometimes, bro, you just need a little listen.
Yeah.
You don't need to really hear these niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just need a little listen.
Facts. I be trying to be unbiased. I be trying to give people like the full.
Hey,
that's on me.
Sometimes you don't even need to do all that. You know, it ain't for you to be like, hey, bro. Hey, I tried. I gave it an honest effort. And honest effort is 5 episodes, in my opinion. If your shit can't grab me in 5 episodes, or like keep me there, or I can fuck with it in 5, I'm out of there. Like I just started watching Blue Eye Samurai. Now that whole cold.
Mm-hmm.
That whole nice one.
I ain't finished it, but that whole started off live. Yeah.
Nah, I didn't finish it either. I'm about to watch like the last 2 episodes, but I fuck with like I fuck with. At first, I didn't fuck with the art style.
Okay.
You know?
It's
but
different.
Then it grew on me. Then I was just like, okay, I you know, but they got me. And they only got like 8 episodes. You know what I mean? But it's like
it's
45 minutes each though.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, yeah, Banana. I don't even see myself watching that. I was trying to think of something that I watched and put down immediately, but shit, I was free for me as of right now. I had to work up some courage to revisit Freer. It didn't grab me at all. You said what? You revisit what? Freer. It hasn't grabbed me at all. Oh damn! I ain't even heard of that. Well, that's good then, maybe.
You know.
From watching Rob from Showdown, so I heard other people actually say it in chats. Like every time I brought up Solo Leveling and Kaiju number 8 is top 2, somebody was like, "No, this gotta be the conversation. Why? You know, I haven't seen the reason for it.
You know how like some, I don't even want to say anime fan, I'll say some Naruto viewers or some Naruto watchers will like try to force this like relationship with Naruto and Sasuke like more in depthly than what it really is in the show.
I know what you mean.
Okay, boom. That relationship is what I felt like what Banana Fish really was with the MC and the new friend he made. Cause it was like, bro, why do you just fuck with this nigga so much? Like, what is he done to just earn your loyalty to where you would just die for this nigga like that? Like, why do you fuck with him so much harder than you fuck with your homeboys that you known for years? What's going on? It was like what's happening? What's the show about? What are we doing?
They had that. They got some of that in Bungo Stray Dogs too.
With who? Well, which characters?
I can't remember, but it's in season 1, season 2. They got it. It's still rare, but they got it.
No, because I fuck with Bungo Stray. I can't remember.
Oh, the dude that uses the gravity power and the dude that nullifies everything. Those 2 characters.
Who nullifies everything? Is it the dude with the bandages? That one?
Yeah, let's say him.
Okay.
And the gravity dude that worked for that one agency.
Okay.
He's like a monster though. He's strong.
Yeah, no, yeah, he a dog.
He got that great shit between them. It's weird.
Okay. Well, imagine that, but
And the
times
Twitter
10.
fandom don't help, so you know.
Yeah, banana fish. That left a bad taste in my mouth. They lost me, and I'll never listen to their fandom again. Honestly, I really want to debate with one of them. I don't even know if debate is the right word.
You put yourself too much.
I just want to have a discussion. I want to just know, like, what are the redeeming qualities of the show that have you so much emphatically telling other people to watch this?
Shit, it's probably the things you don't like. Like, oh, you know.
Maybe, man.
For the wrong debates.
Yo, man, they gonna be like, everything you don't like, shit, I love it. They go, okay, well, there's an audience for, you know,
maybe
damn near everything, I guess.
Maybe. All right, yeah.
We need to be debating why Garland is like top Corsair or something. You need to debate.
Hey, bro, it's that ore, bro. That's all it is. Straight ore. I don't even need to see him squabble, bro. I don't even need to see him squabble. I know he got them homes.
Oh, you seen how you walked in that room? Oh yeah, he was ready to squabble any one of them that's had something to say about what his new position.
Thanks.
He said, "Hey, this the plan. This was going down from now on."
The plan. Hey, but Big Dog said this what it is. So you know.
And I stand on it.
This is what it was for me is when he took off his shades to say what he had to say.
Oh yeah.
And then put his shades back on.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You ever seen CSI Miami? You know the cop dude. He said he was like he looked at me. He said he gotta say that he put the music. He put the shades on. Then the thing started. Yeah. That's business. That's business.
Nah, yeah, that was hard. Oh, hey, One Piece come out tomorrow, right? Or we on break?
Nah, the chapter's come out tomorrow.
Turn that shit up. Fuck yeah. That's what I like to hear.
I'm on spoilers, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut till the chapter.
I'm already knowing. I seen some on Twitter. I scrolled past it quick, but I seen something about Luffy getting a big ass axe. I don't know.
You want me to confirm?
I'll leave it up to Matt if he want that confirmed or not. Because
shit, kid, confirm it.
Yeah, they just in Elbaf attire.
Yeah, that's what
we got an axe. We don't know if there's anything special about it. Bro.
Last time Luffy had a weapon, he was punching niggas with the weapon in his hand.
Facts.
So at this point, we know. Like this nigga had a legendary sword in his hand. Zoro's like, "Yo,
crazy.
Hey, watch out what you doing." He like, "Nah, bro, I still got the left right on these niggas."
Yeah.
Still got the left right, bro. Sword in his hand.
That's just crazy.
Hey, nah, that was one of the funniest shit I've seen, bro. Watching that up. But even in the manga, it was funny, and then when they did it in the anime, I was dying at that up.
Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck. That shit was funny. Oh man. All right, bro. Well, kids, you got any closing remarks? Anything you're looking forward to? Or any well, you already read the spoilers for the chapter, so you got a good idea on what's gonna happen.
Yeah. If you want me to talk about, okay, I'll get two types of closing remarks. So closing remarks 1, I'll go anime all around. I say, I'm looking to get into something new. I want to rewatch Chainsaw Man because I didn't really give it a shot. I watched it all, but it was kind of like in parts, of course. I want to watch the whole thing. And then
I dropped it.
That's what I'm saying. I dropped it, then I revisited it, but I wasn't. I want to watch the whole thing straight through properly.
Okay.
Because when I revisited it, I didn't start back from episode 1. I went right back where I was, and I kind of forgot some. Anyway, so and I'm not reading it currently, so I'm gonna go and rewatch some of that. And then on a new anime, I'm waiting to skip it first, something good, but October's supposed to be like the month of heaven for anime, supposedly. But I've seen some of the drops, and ain't nothing really looking interesting to me like that. Except for
ain't Solo Leveling 2 coming up next month?
Solo Leveling, Bleach, Dandadan.
The Dandadan thing I want to see.
That look hard.
Solo Leveling, they said it actually got pushed back to January. I heard. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's confirmed. That's just what I've been seeing.
I did.
That's crazy if it is.
What's it called? I wouldn't be mad at it because
I wouldn't either.
I got it. It's a lot of shit coming out in October, so I won't trip. It'll last me. It'll last me till January.
Business wise, it really makes sense for them because they dropped season 1 this year as well.
Yeah,
already.
I feel like October was super quick for them.
Yeah, because they dropped season 1 in January, so if they drop season 2 in January, they don't.
That makes sense.
Okay, I'm with it.
Yeah, that's why I said,
I'm with it.
But yeah, there's I don't know. I'm looking to watch something new, something dope. I'm actually about to. I want to read something dope. I might actually go read something. I'm thinking about it. Is something dope to keep me entertained right now.
Is Ninja Kamui coming back with a season 2?
Oh man.
When they put the mix on, yeah, that's when I get out that bitch.
That's what we was just saying last.
That's and like I ain't gonna hold you. They had me, bro. First episode, second episode, third episode. I'm all right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Straight revenge. They killing niggas. Mm-hmm. That's what I like.
Ninja
straight
shit.
To the business.
Yeah.
He don't talk.
Yeah.
Me. That's it.
Yeah.
Straight to it.
Ninja John Wick.
If you like that, wait till they animate Kagurabachi. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
I'll read that hoe. When Kagurabachi come out, boy, that's all he back. He a little finesse. He learning how to finesse a little bit now.
Yeah, he's like that. But nah, that. My boy started making the black language lit. I was like, the Conquerors? What's going on? What was I reading?
Bro, and this nigga talking to the sword. Bro, this nigga, the sword broke. This nigga saying, hey, nigga, you gotta lock in.
Yeah.
Tell the sword, lock in. I'm gonna get the lock in.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He was lit for how he was using the sword because he carried 2 swords, one little regular petty sword, then his enchanted blade.
Yes, sir, bro.
His broken enchanted blade. Then some Zoro shit channeled the energy, the hockey from that shit. And was using his regular blade with the energy. I was like,
exactly, bro. No, this nigga's different, bro.
He got armament and Conqueror's clothing seats already. It's crazy. I was like, yo, what's going on? But yeah, that's one of the ones. There's this element I'm on called Astro. That shit is one of the ones too.
Yeah, Astro Royale or something like that.
Yeah, same person that wrote Tokyo Revengers, but now basically made a real shonen now.
Mm.
We was technically isekai. Tokyo Revengers is technically isekai.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I remember we talked about that last time.
Oh yeah.
I dropped that hoe and y'all praised it. So it
was me. Just go back and read it.
Okay. I'm gonna read that bitch. I'm gonna read that.
It's heating up. I don't want to spoil you. I do want to talk about it. I don't want to spoil you.
Hey, hold on.
I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up probably about 2 days.
All right. Speaking of shit that you dropped, what's up? Where you at in Bleach? What's going on?
I picked that up.
Oh, you bugging. I told you right there. You right next to the shit we was talking about, bro. You right there.
Bro. I'm gonna have to probably do a little something, bro.
Oh, that shit turned up.
Remember, bro. I gotta probably rewatch or watch something to catch me up on what happened with the rescue arc leading into everything because I just remember niggas swabbing and I don't even remember how we won. I don't even think we won after that hoe, bro.
The retrieval arc.
Well, because buddy ain't Aizen still pull up and do something, bro. Not do something. I don't even remember. I just know Aizen pulled up.
Yeah, we did it when we got Rukia back.
We retrieved Rukia, so we took that.
That's it. That's all we did was save Shorty, but he still wasn't even a dub.
I just went to verse.
So,
verse, he just got away.
Chat says Naruto or Bleach. I feel like I know y'all answers.
Wait, in power scaling debate or
I feel like he's just talking about better show.
Oh, Naruto's better than Bleach. Bleach is still dope.
I agree, but I've said this caveat before. if Bleach had as many episodes as Naruto, I'm not gonna lie, I think I would take Bleach.
Nah, not me, because the Bleach don't have too many. Bleach don't have a lot of like actual core character moments for like how the story's not as deep. Like Ichigo is already Ichigo's not flawed or dealing with shit like Naruto and Luffy dealing with shit.
Shit,
If he is, he's not. It's not emphasized the same way
It's not.
their types are. So like, Ichigo's kind of already cool. He's just saving everybody around him. He's already that guy. He's like Urameshi. He's like Yusuke Urameshi, but with a
Exactly. Chat just said, bro said Bleach has the cool factor. Naruto pulls out nostalgia and emotional strings. Bleach definitely had the cool factor. I think that nigga Ichigo just cool as fuck. Chess, no, you Daniel.
Gooba. Shout out to Gooba. It sounded like a.
Yeah.
I know who I see. I know who he
Nah, yeah, for sure. Ichigo, man, and then that music, man, yeah, Bleach is just cool as fuck. Bleach is cool.
Bleach is cool than a bitch. But like he said, there was so many like moments where like other characters got to shine, and they that's why I thought Neji was one of the hardest niggas out, bro.
Originally, yeah, he was at first.
He beat after going against the Spider nigga, he didn't really beat that nigga. You know what I mean? He hit him with some shit at the end to kind of. It wasn't like an old last blow type of shit. It was I'm smarter. You know what I mean? Not smarter, but like at the end of the day, something happened where I was able to get you. You still had the what was it? Because he shot the golden shit through him, and he just put his chakra through the web and got that nigga. Mm-hmm. But it was like moments like that. Choji's moment, bro. That's what made me really fuck with Choji. Seeing him go through all of that, you know what I mean? And of course, it was how they told the story, the flashbacks. Sometimes I complain about them in Naruto, but when they do it right, they do it right. And in the moments for Choji, that moment I was like, okay, I see how y'all connected it. You know what I mean? He's already don't feel like he that nigga, but he, you know, his dad telling him, hey, come on, son. You know what I mean? Like you want us, you know? So it's like, it's a lot of character development from other characters that you just can just be like, now I know you. You know what I mean? Bleach, shit. Yeah. And I get that far into it, but I'm saying, like, I'm fucking with Naruto and how they even told their story from the beginning of that whole too. Yeah. Like even Haku.
For sure.
This last thing, man.
I won't dispute that.
You know what? I might, if I do this, it'll open the can of worms. I'll say it for next time.
What's it in regards to?
Naruto and the bullshit with Jiraiya and how he died.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Why is sorry. Naruto will never.
I get it for character development. I get it so he has a reason to connect to Sasuke.
One Piece over Naruto. Debate your mom. Don't debate me.
I'm not at that either.
I love both of them. I'm sorry. I don't know if I could put one over the other.
I can. And I also have One Piece over Naruto. But I got Naruto number 2, so you know, hey, here's what it is.
I love both of them.
I had Naruto not even in my top 5 anime of all time. Sorry.
That's understood.
Yeah.
Sorry. You watch, but you watch a lot of anime, so I can see why you say that.
Naruto's in my top 10.
No, that's a good spot.
Yeah.
Good spot.
Definitely
like,
well deserved.
For me, for the whole Naruto and One Piece thing, I gotta think about it. I can't just say right now. That's something I gotta really think about because both of them are like I really literally grew up with One Piece. Like when that whole dropped on 4Kids, I was a kid, and now I'm 27, still watching this whole. That holds a different place in my heart. Naruto was, again, I grew up with that hoe.
Yeah.
Had the kid too, but you know, we ended, and I can reminisce on the story so many times.
Mm-hmm.
But with One Piece, it's like that hoe was still going, still growing, and I'm finding new ways to love it. So it's like, when it's all said and done, I'll be able to compare them. But right now, I can't put one over the other.
It's in my top. It's in my top 5 manga of all time. Like, And if I consider Naruto, Boruto, like if I consider the whole franchise, it's in my top. But anime wise, it's not.
I feel that.
Anime is not. No, I feel anime specifically. I fuck with manga. I fuck with Naruto, Boruto. I fuck with all that. Like, I don't think it ever lost momentum from its origin. The animes fucked up the whole shit. The series never lost. The series never lost momentum from Naruto to Naruto Shippuden to Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. It's always been top 3. All manga sites. It's never lost its momentum. So I think that's very fucking impressive, especially keeping it with One Piece. That is very impressive.
Chat says Bleach gives other characters time to shine too. I agree with that, but I definitely don't think it's as in depth. Like I fuck with my nigga Chad. We gave Chad some dubs. Chad came up a little bit, but Chad's still not on the level of other people. But I'm not necessarily mad at that because personally, I don't think Chad should be on the level of these other niggas. So
I think he should be.
You think he should be with the Soul Reapers and Quincy's?
Yeah, he should be.
Oh. But like, how? Like, what's tying him to their strength? How could he?
What do you mean?
Like, Ichigo is this strong because of X, Y, and Z. I won't say because Matt's here, but
That's not ethical. To me, if the author wanted him to be that way, he could just make it happen. He's the author. Like, I wouldn't scale it because he's already been written away for a reason. But I'm talking specifically on what I would want. If I want,
I see what you're saying.
The author would have had to have done that. Like, that's not like that's all I had. You know what I mean? Like his power, I would have wanted it to be when they did that full brain art. They could explain that what Chad is doing is like a full brain, and then we could have learned how to all the full brain people. Like in the Ginjo art, we could have learned how all the full brain people. His full brain is like top of the line. You know, we get emphasized on his strength, how strong he really was. And maybe he was looking out for Ichigo and the Ginjo shit. None of that shit got written into the story. So that's, like I said, this is what I want. You know?
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Before we close out, I do want to say I was up late as fuck last night at like 3 a.m. and I finally seen the first episode of that Terminator anime. It's out. I don't know if y'all checked it out.
I got like 3 more episodes to watch.
Bro, that animation is fucking insane.
Yeah, I fell asleep to it because I was tired when I watched that bitch. I watched the first 15 minutes of that hoe before my eyes closed.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on.
Even like how they directing it is dope. I'm rocking with all. I was like, I fell asleep a little bit too, just because it was so fucking late. I'm probably gonna rewatch the first episode again. But everything I saw, I enjoy. I was thoroughly impressed. Actually, I was like, damn, this shit is good. Like, when did y'all save the budget for this? This shit looks good. Like it's animes out that I would beg for this type of animation, this type of budget to look this good. This shit is dope. Yeah, y'all definitely check that out if y'all got some time. Yeah. Closing statements. Like I said, I can't fucking wait for Bleach to come back. October is gonna be a month to fucking remember for anime fans. Where we left off in Bleach, I ain't gonna lie, we damn near like should just be picking up this straight. All right, war straight. Like the shit. Like, I don't want to say picking up at the climax, but like the slow build to the climax. Like, yeah, we should be like at the shit now, because last season was so fucking good, bro. Yeah. What's the last thing I was gonna fucking say? I can't remember, but I definitely do want to check out Dandadan, if that's how you say it. I don't think I've seen a full out legit trailer, but I've seen clips of it, and it looks interesting as fuck.
I've seen panels. I think they've been trying to get in the manga, but I told them to wait till the first season is done. Let's see how the season hit me, and then make my decision from there.
Okay. Yeah. I think
I usually jump into the manga if your anime is good. That's how I usually do it. If I read a straight manga off Reddit, they have to read it. I have to see it every day. What is this? Let me read this.
Okay. Yeah. I think that Dragon Ball Z Daima is also coming out in October. So In respects to in respects to Toriyama, RP, I'm also gonna check that out. Get a quick little look. I think did they say they were going to Super Saiyan 3 in Daima, or they just said 2?
I don't know.
I feel like
I thought it was just one, but I've already heard rumors of other shits.
I don't know, I could be tripping. You want one of they for sure going Super Saiyan though. So I'm gonna check it out.
I think Jermaine had told us that it was just Super Saiyan.
Okay.
Shout out to Jermaine.
Yeah, shout out to bro. But yeah, man. Hey, Matt, glad you could join us, bro. In case you didn't know, we shifting our general anime topic conversation to Wednesdays now. Still keeping days reserved on Sunday for strictly One Piece though. So you're always welcome to join.
If anime on Sundays, I want to switch to Twitch. I'll probably do one more week of Instagram Live, and then I want to get on the Twitch, do the StreamYard shit, all that other shit.
That's cool. I got a whole streamer set up, so
I'll be able to.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bet. Yeah, I wanna be on Twitch and TikTok. Really, I wanna get that shit going.
Oh yeah, TikTok, we could probably go crazy on that hoe. We gotta get a certain amount of followers for that thing.
That's 1,000 followers. I was telling you that. 1,000 followers before they give you real live access.
Literally.
Yeah. I got like 22 or 2,300, but I ain't never just really fucked with TikTok like that. So now I'm trying to take advantage of it. And
that's good because I don't have that much followers. So
yeah, that's cool. We gonna get all our shit up. We all gonna eat together, get this shit out. But yeah, hey, I appreciate y'all for joining us. If y'all got any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach back to us on Wednesdays and Sundays for more anime content. Till next time, peace. We just venting.
Yes, sir.